I'm carrying a corpse. I mean...
Alright, so Quack comes over the intercoms for everybody that has it but Tim. So anybody that wants to play on loudspeaker so he can hear comes in and goes, "Hello, sirs. I heard lots of bangs and shouts going on. Anybody want to tell me what's been going on? I get nervous."
Oh yeah, Quack. I had actually just taken a moment to write down in my journal what had happened. Yeah, I can bring you up to date. A lot has happened. So, record scratch. Yeah, that's me sitting in a pool of blood next to a mummy wearing power armor. You're probably wondering how I got here. Let's back up. This afternoon, we set out for the military district of Falkirk. We were amazed to discover that quadruplets, possibly, were running the conveyor system here. Anyways, we arrived and discovered the big fight we were there for was really a form of prisoner execution. We witnessed Socks and my old friend Flick do battle nearly to the death, as they were intended to do. Flick then did his signature trick and vanished. I received a message moments later from Heritus telling me Flick was with him and he needed help. We expertly snuck away from the crowd with impeccable stealth. I went where he told me, but he led us into a trap. It was not Heritus speaking to me, but was in fact some miscreant named Klaus. With him was Silas, Marge's friend, Jarlaxle under some form of mind control, and our old friend the Hound, who was standing next to one of the strange magical pillars of Falkirk. Dolaris cast magic missile on him, and the combination of force damage and perhaps the Hound's blood activated the pillar. Blood, wizard hemoglobin, plasma of the pointy hat. Make them all bleed till the soil is red mud, that the plants may bring forth the flower of justice and the fruit of vengeance. I'm sorry about that, Quack. I think I need to adjust my medication. Where was I? Oh, yes. Immediately, two of the Queen's Guard burst out to join the fray. After that, things got hairy. Omal's spring into action was a blur of shell and fists. Dolaris and Vixian were able to pry a gem from Jarlaxle's forehead to free his mind from Mistra, presumably. Malazire kept Klaus in a haze most of the fight and provided healing to many of us. I as well was healing for most of the fight. Omal did most of the damage on the Hound, but as the Hound was fleeing, it was Vixian who struck the killing blow.
Yay!
After the Hound was dead, the rest of our foes retreated. I still need to find out what happened to Flick soon, and perhaps reach out to Heritus, because his problems are evidently intertwined with ours. Up to speed now, Quack. This all ended moments ago. The rest of what's in my journal is personal notes and unfinished thoughts, so hopefully over my shoulder and attempts to read them.
Gee golly, I'm looking through your comms right now. I see exactly what you're looking at. Quack sees all.
I'm your god.
Hi, Quack.
At that point, Marge speaks up and says, "Is he always this invading of our personal space? I don't know if I want him on my comm channel." But then she walks up to Jarlaxle and says, "More importantly, Klaus mentioned something about Marcus being there. What did you see whenever you were under Mistra's control?" And Jarlaxle weakly looks up because he's sitting on the ground and resting heavily against the wall of the building right now, looking fairly pale. And he says, I don't remember anything after she took my control. The second I put that ruby to my forehead, everything just went black." And she says, "Well, the mind is easily confused. Klaus showed me that. But there are other things that control the body." And she reaches forward and touches his forehead, and you see a whole shimmery outline of Jarlaxle spring from his body and stand in front of him. And she says, "The spirit's a funny thing. It impartially watches everything you do, so that at the end of your life cycle, whatever deity you pray for can weigh your spirit and see what all you've done throughout your life and see whether you are worthy to join them wherever they may be. Almost like a videotape from a security camera. And you can see Jarlaxle's body just kind of starts pulsing as she's kind of flipping through it, almost like security footage. She's like, no, I don't need that. Don't need that. Ah, here we go. Alright, tell me what happened when you got to Mistress Castle. And you hear an odd, distant version of Jarlaxle's voice start to speak. The Queen's Guard escorted me up into Lady Mistress' quarters. As I walked in, the room was in complete disarray. The King's throne was on its side, tables were torn apart, and there was a man in the center of the chamber, chained to 2 posts. And she said, describe him to me. Middle-aged, blonde hair, human. And she says, that's Marcus. That's got to be Marcus. Klaus said that he was safe, but he was here. That's got to be him. We have to go get him. We have to go get him. And when she releases him, the spirit, it jumps back into Jarlaxle, and he kind of slumps over to the side and says, I just have to go. I can't do this. And he steps up, and in a blink of an eye, he steps through a portal, and as you look through it, you see the inside of his tower that you were on in the previous day, and the portal winks out, and Jarlaxle is gone.
That guy had a lot of spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
He had some higher ones he hadn't touched yet.
Clearly
I'm
believe
standing
that.
right beside that.
Seems like he might have been metagaming.
I look.
I didn't see his stats, but it would look like min-max to me, so.
Can I do a perception check on that ruby?
Yeah. Well, you need to do an investigation check to go find it.
Investigation to find the ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you all flung
Yeah,
It went
They
pretty
did go
far,
popped it off
didn't it?
catapult style.
Did we? Okay. Well, I guess there were 2 grown ass.
You had a great sword stuck on his face, prying it off.
That's a 12.
That's a 12?
Yeah.
Alright, so you look around, and there's debris from where you guys blew chunks of rock off. There's ice everywhere, there's blood everywhere, and you can't seem to locate it.
Great.
I took the hound's armor. What was that? I forgot to add it.
That was
plate mail something.
plate mail plus 1.
Yeah.
And then Glitch, I think you took the assault rifle.
Yeah, and like 400 gold, I think.
Yeah.
You got
That
armor
was
that,
your
you
birthday
don't
present.
use.
Money.
He is armor.
I think
So
that's mostly Omal's. I mean, let's be real.
Not to interject here, but I feel like shit. Doc, you got anything for that? Like, some ibuprofen or some?
Let's see. I might be able to patch you up some here.
Some spell slots, profan.
Let me just open up my character sheet.
I put my hand on his shoulder
Ow!
and say,
Son of a bitch!
that's alright. I've got this one. And then use my 30 lay on hands pool. I was saving it for Travis's wife, but you know, she's not here.
Travis, who's Travis?
Who's Travis?
A long lost friend.
Agreed.
Well,
So
that
what'd
was
you
good
go
of you,
for?
Polaris. Thank
30.
you.
Oh, god damn.
It's like my whole. Never
You
mind.
know what, Dolores? I'm glad you're here.
I've learned that we both help each other out.
Okay,
Even though I wanted to get the last shot on the hound.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought you were gonna go ahead and polish off those last 33 hit points off me.
So
For sure you were just gonna burn my ass.
while you
paranoid,
guys
man.
are
Just-
chatting, I don't remember where everybody was at location-wise. We'll just say, Omal, make a perception check.
Oh, boy.
You're closest to where the action's about to happen.
Okay, that's gonna be
Not even
good.
foreshadowing, it's just...
So you guys will probably more over...
that would be a 21.
Okay, so you guys are more over here
think I'm gonna kill
because
that guy
this is
later.
where Jarlaxle was.
Yeah, that's right.
Omal currently looks like the aftermath of a Dragon Age fight, except like it's probably
All right,
his blood.
so coming in from the entrance where you got... where you guys came from. Omal, you see a group of dwarves in soldier's armor poke around the corner. And as they walk up, you hear a familiar voice. What's going on here, guys? What's going on? You guys, why is it that every time something's going on, I run into you guys? What are you? And he starts looking around. He sees ice, blood. There's a dead hound at your feet. Shrapnel everywhere. And he's just like, good golly almighty. What have you guys been doing?
Well,
I interrupt and use intimidation and say, just turn away now.
no. I stop him. Like, you're gonna want to call somebody.
Omal, with your 21, you notice that the shadows that the Queen's Guard were creeping up towards you with, they're not there anymore.
It wasn't the sun, okay.
That explains some things.
That explains a lot.
And while you're pointing this out to the group, you start to see the odd view of the shadows start to come back out of multiple of the buildings, and as they cover everything up, all the colors immediately become muted to grays and white, and it slowly just envelops the whole courtyard, and all the dwarf guards just stop and start looking around. And you see Sean, the guard captain. He goes, Queen's Guard, what are they doing here?
Yeah, we need to leave.
You guys need to run. Just go. And at that point, the doors where they had gone into previously burst open, and you see several Queen's Guards come out. An entire group of them come bursting out of several doors from buildings. And Sean says, Shieldmen, line up! You guys need to run! Just get out of here! And he's looking back at you guys expectantly.
We going?
I guess we run.
Yeah.
I grab the hound's body, and I bring that with me.
Make us an athletics check.
And I help.
Make it with. So you guys are just kind of.
I don't need to help.
Okay.
Let's see. That would be 23.
Okay, yeah. With that strength check, athletic check, you can cram him in your shell.
Into your back pocket dimension?
And as you guys turn to run, you hear Sean shout over his shoulder, "Find me later!"
I look as we're running and I say, who the hell's me later?
I take back 5 HP.
You need your lighter?
Quack comes on over the intercoms and says,
Must be working, Jitty Craig.
"Hello, sirs. Would you like me to use the schematics of the city to guide you out of this area?"
Yes.
So,
What convenient timing, yeah.
so are you guys leaving? Like, so you're up there in that corner where Jarlaxle was. Is that where you guys are turning around and heading out?
That's probably the safest route. Maybe,
Alright.
Yeah.
perhaps.
He says, "Follow my directions, and I'll get you back to the main road." And he has you take a few turns left, right, go between some buildings, go down this alleyway, and within a few seconds, you're easily back out of the main road. Where you see to your left is the main road heading back up towards the gate that leads from the military district, and to your right back to the square where you had the fight earlier, and across from you is the housing part of the military district.
So, here's the question. Where do we go from here? Because they probably know where we're camping out. So I don't know if we should go back there.
Yeah, I get the sneaking suspicion that this entire city's a danger zone now.
And everyone looks at Travis.
Doctor!
I look at Malzire and say,
He's gone.
How were you tracking this Dragonborn? It has still piqued my interest.
Oh, wait, now it's Sorry.
Do we know which way Socks went?
Socks went back
ability to
towards
create
the gate that you guys came in with. He left with all the other people that went back to the market district.
I said, you know
Okay.
where he is now.
So you were essentially tracking him by you had a general description and a general direction, and then asking around, people had mentioned other sightings, and the only thing you really had to go on was the description of weird vines in the construction district.
Yes.
So it was just more by mouth and tracking things. You didn't really have any like magical means attached to him or anything.
Can we just get into the construction district? I have a feeling it's a road.
Are they going to be distracted
Who?
with with what all's going on that roof up there with the Queen's Guard and stuff? So maybe we could just kind of walk in. Maybe it'll be distracted.
Well, and I snap my fingers and I'm once again wearing a hard hat.
Obviously, that's how you get into the construction district.
Look the part, act the part.
Their guild sigil actually doubles as a construction hat.
Oh, that's neat.
So he can get in.
Oh, I'm just joking.
Oh, damn it.
That would've been
I
an
was
amazing
so
bit of
pumped.
guesswork.
Alright, what direction are you guys going?
I vote we go find the small dwarf that told us to come find him.
The one that's fighting the Queen's Guard right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
is he?
enough time has elapsed.
It's been 2 minutes.
I think maybe we should try and make our way back to the Anvil's Ring and see if we can meet up with Socks and find out what that note that Flick handed to him was.
Yeah.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, it sounds
Oh,
like
that'd be so surprising for him. Whenever we say we know he has that.
true. Onward and
Alright, so
That way
you're heading
we're-
back up towards the gate?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys start moving up the path. You moving at a fast pace? You trying to blend in and walk normally? Are you marching like soldiers? What are you doing here?
Power walking.
Power.
Friend of Jenny Craig.
Can I do a short rest while power walking? No.
Are you trying to do it stealthily, or are you just power walking down the center of the street?
Just power walking.
I'm carrying a corpse. I mean,
So he's got like an arm coming out the bottom. It's waving.
Nonchalantly
That's what I like to
carrying
think.
a
So
corpse.
I think we should probably just, incognitus. Just kind of
Try to
walk
blend in a little bit.
normal. Just
Yeah.
just like, hey, look, we're walking. That's not an arm hanging out the back of his ass.
so here's the problem. No matter what we do, we're not blending in.
Yeah. So this is a
True.
very, very wide road that's meant for military processions, marching, and this and that. So, and it's empty right now. So you guys are just a group of non-dwarfs in the center of a large road.
I was gonna say we're in a dwarf city and we have a turtle, a half orc, a dragonborn, a human, a half elf. Are you a half elf?
Yeah, I'm a
Whatever.
hybrid.
Half elf and a bird.
And don't forget the corpse.
And that one's hiding.
Stick him next to
Good
that
idea.
gnome that's in his chest.
Yeah.
I'm just weakened at burning
his heart.
the freaking hound with us.
So, I guess can we get to the side of the road, like close to some buildings?
Bell.
Noah's scared of that one.
Ooh, I got it.
So yeah, I mean, you guys can. There's side alleyways if you want to try to take like a parallel alleyway.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got it. Okay, so while we're walking, my hard hat unfortunately has to go away. But I use minor illusion to conjure the image of like a dwarf military person leading our little entourage along. He's not making any noise. He just
Smart.
looks the part unless someone actually
So
investigates it.
Smart.
So you guys, if you're trying to all blend in and look like you're being led by this dwarf guy, let's just have everybody make. Let's do sleight of hand checks.
Okay.
All of us. I don't even know what
Everybody?
that would be.
Everybody. Sleight of hand.
All right, I'm
Really
gonna.
good for me.
Nope.
Let me find sleight of hand.
I got a 13.
I got a 15.
I got an 11.
That'd be an 8.
Yeah.
Got a rock.
So I don't. I don't know if you guys ever played Final Fantasy VII.
I was hoping the Travis would go.
Where Cloud is trying to blend in with the soldiers, spinning his sword and doing stuff with the soldiers. You're the one guy in the center that's just...
Sleight of hand. At the bottom.
It looks like this guy's leading you guys in a march, and you guys just don't know what you're doing.
So I got a 10.
And make a perception check. Whoever's leading the pack.
Oh, I am not.
No.
Who's leading the pack?
What?
I'm assuming.
I mean, I'm the one who cast the magic,
Omal
so
rolled, so we'll let
yeah. 2 plus 4, 14.
14. Okay. So you don't see anybody as you're walking down this road. It seems oddly empty. Which now, granted, there were soldiers that were trying to usher the peasants out to get them out, and then those guards are the ones that came to look for you guys. And then there's the whole, trying to figure out where Flick went, and then there's the dead lieutenant in the middle of the square. So I think they're busy elsewhere, and you kind of get that gist as you're walking down. But finally, the gate comes into view.
We've almost made it. Now for the part that's actually gonna matter.
I was making fun of you.
Maybe we should drop that act and instead kind of use the corpse in our favor. We can say we're trying to get him medical attention. I am a doctor, and we need
Don't
to
have
move
to
him
tell me
somewhere real
twice.
quick, or we're gonna.
He's gone.
All right, so you guys see the gate, and you walk up, and you see the guard shack on either side of it. And as you walk up, the same bald, red, bushy, bearded dwarf pops up on the left side, and he says, "Hey, guy, what can I do for you?" But on the right side pops up the same bald, bushy, red, bearded dwarf that you saw before. He pops up and goes, "Yeah, muchachos, what can we do for you?" And his head kind of slumps to the side. And the one on the left kind of
Dear God.
cocks an eye and looks over at the shack and says, "Ralph, pal, you okay?" "Never better!" And you see him go, "Woo!" and spin in a circle. And so the one on the left goes, "Hey, buddy, looks like you need a trip to the character adjustment." And he starts to reach for a button, but the one on the right says, "Why don't you do?" And he slams a button first. And you just see the one on the left just zip out of sight into the shack, and you hear him go, "You'll regret this, buddy," as he disappears.
So I just trying to paint a picture here. I'm just kind of staring on, mouth agape. Like I look around, like
Did anybody else see that?
And the gate's still shut. These are the guards that open and shut the gate. So you're standing with the gate shut, and the one on the right, and he looks at you with his head kind of cocked to the side, and he goes, "Now where were we? Oh yeah, where are you guys off to?"
Doctor, please.
We're headed to the ambulance.
To the Ambles ring? Oh, that sounds fun! I want to go too! And you see him put his hands on the outside of the shack window, and he tries to pull himself through the window, but it looks like he can't move from that position. He's trying to tug himself, and he looks around all confused, and then he looks at his feet and goes, "Well, I don't understand." And then you see several hands just reach out of the darkness, wrap around him, and he gets zipped off to the right.
so.
Oh no.
So, do we climb?
Omal is very excited at this question.
Excited. Portal noises.
I take a peek into the shack. Perception?
Yep.
Oh, that's not going to be good. That's an 8.
Oof.
So
Are these shacks at ground level or are they up high?
they're ground level.
Okay.
So you look in and you see the same button that the one on the right slammed and the one on the left tried to, and then behind them you see a large keyhole, presumably where they you saw before. Whenever they opened the gate, they would both stick a key in there and turn it, and the gate would open.
Oy vey.
I push the button.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Disappointing.
You left out an action.
Push it harder.
I push it with slightly more force.
Gusto.
Intimidate
make
the
a strength
button.
check.
That's not going to be good either.
You feel that slightly more force is the exact same force you just push it with that weak soft roll.
All right.
Okay, presumably there's 2 other gatekeepers on the other side of this gate.
So,
I think there are.
You would hope.
yeah, and you have a force in the sky if you would like guidance.
Well, does this... how climbable does this wall look?
I can fly.
It's true.
We
Make
keep
an
forgetting that
investigation
you
check.
can do
You're
that.
literally
We've
a
never
murderer.
had that before.
Make an investigation check.
Me or him?
Him.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not going to be good. It's
Caw, Tookie. Can you fly above?
yeah. Oh no. 2.
So, Dwarven construction is a sight to behold, and these blocks look seamless. I mean, these blocks put Egyptian pyramid building to shame. And what you remembered when coming in is that it might not even be separate blocks, because when you first came into the capital, it looked like all the outer walls were just, whenever they mined out the rock and carved it out to make the city, they just left a hulk of a rock around it as the walls, and it's just seamless limestone from floor to top.
Okay. Is it just a straight line?
Straight line.
Good. I put down the body, and even though you can fly, I don't know this. I run straight up the wall.
Okay, how does that work?
I just do that. That's my movement.
What's your movement?
45 feet per turn.
You get
And I can just do that.
45 feet up. Let's make a dexterity check here.
Check.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
I hope no one's standing under me. That's a 1.
That's a 1. So you guys, so you have not used this ability before, and you guys look around and say, guys, since I've had this fight, I feel like I can do some cool stuff now. Watch this. And you run, and right as you take your first step, your twirly feet don't make purchase on this smooth, polished limestone surface, and your foot slips and your face just goes right into the wall. And you're going to take
Oh,
4 bludgeoning damage.
oh crap.
That's quite a bit.
I really hit my head. And without moving my head from the wall, I'm just going to slowly float up.
You can see blood. You can just see blood from his nose. Leave a streak up. Which is gonna look hysterical for somebody that comes up there. They're just gonna see a big streak of blood. Nothing in the middle of the, or nothing at the top of the wall. Nothing at the bottom.
So you hear over your intercoms from Quack, and he
My
says,
sides hurt.
"Glitch, Omal, have you guys made it back to the market district yet? Where are you at?
We're currently stuck at a gate.
You haven't made it out of the military district?
No.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Which gate are you trying? Which gate are you trying to get through?
I don't know.
It would be the gate to the inner circle, because you have the inner circle, the outer circle, and then you have the one that goes to the housing district, and the one that goes towards the mining district.
The gate to the inner circle, Quack.
So, are the gate guards not letting you through?
They're busy, I think.
Well, let me look at it. You hear him start to make almost like dial-up connection sounds where he's trying to compute stuff, and he's like, "Okay, judging by what our scouts have looked at this city, judging by the time, I think your only option is going to be to go through the gate to the mining district. The housing gate closes throughout the day, because during the day it's only open for a few hours to let the guards in and out. And the outer travel ring is not permitted after a certain hour. But the mining district, they still need to make patrols whenever the minings aren't going on. And right now, it's just after shift change. I don't think there's going to be anybody in the mining district if you want to try that way."
Sound good to you guys?
Sounds like our only.
I don't know what you're talking about. Did you just have a whole inner monologue with yourself?
I always do.
So
It's so funny just to have you convinced that he talks to himself and everybody else can hear voices you can't.
He says it's pretty easy to find it. You can go straight down the main road, and when you get to the square, take a left, or you can take a shortcut through the housing district. It's whichever way you want to take.
What you think, Doctor?
So the shortcut involves us leaving the main roads.
Seems that way.
I say we stick to the main road, seeing as the Queen's Guard seem to be not on the main road.
And that's
At least
when
for
you're the
now.
smart one.
Okay.
I picked the hound's body back up.
So you guys are marching back down the main road.
Yeah.
Who's leading the charge?
Omal's not feeling very confident now.
He's got a pounding headache.
How are you feeling after that fall, by the way, Amal?
What fall?
I have no idea.
I just
where
started
we're
floating
going,
up the
so-
wall. What are you talking about?
I'll take up the rear. I'll keep an eye on the behind.
Who's behind?
I guess I can take
Yes.
You're taking the lead? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, make a perception check.
It's a good idea. Have you clear right there in the front.
Perception. I'm somewhat
Well,
okay.
three
Okay.
is-
with that.
Blasters. He's fine.
11. That was a terrible roll.
Okay, yeah, everything looks fine. Start marching.
Looks good, guys.
So you guys start heading down the street, and yeah, there's nobody there, just like before. It's nice and empty.
There is no one here. You can trust me. They call me Eagle Eye. No offense, Malazar.
So
Actual eagle.
you guys make it about halfway, and we'll let you make another perception check because it's a long walk back this way.
I just realized cacaw, tookie is probably pretty racist.
Yeah, that would be a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Wow. Okay. So now that you started walking again and you've got the blood pumping and you feel a little more awake, you start looking around, and the housing where the houses are, streets are empty, and but you look up in the windows and you see people like peeking out through the windows, and you can see the worried expression on their face, and you kind of get the general idea that since somebody was murdered in the center of military district, these people were probably ordered to go back into their houses and stay off the streets. Looking to your right, where you guys came, the alleyways, you can see the shadows start to lengthen and stretch towards the street, towards you guys.
Oh, bad.
Suspect.
Bad.
Bad.
I touch
We
glitch.
might want to hurry.
I touch glitch on the shoulder and cast light.
Disintegrate?
Yes, disintegrate. Yes. Cast light.
Disintegrate.
Okay.
You're say disintegrate. That
So
is
Glitch is
the
now
opposite of healing hands.
Glitch is now a beacon of light.
That's healing hands.
20-foot sphere.
So Glitch, you are giving off light like a disco ball. Which is a sight to see for anybody you come across. So
The Messiah cometh.
with that perception check, you start to see the square come into view, and as you kind of peek around, grab my notes. There you go. So you see a large courtyard where the four main roads of the military district meet. The public usually isn't allowed in this district, so the courtyard is fairly devoid of decorations and greenery, other than a large banner at each corner displaying the dwarven insignia, a large hammer crossed with a pickaxe, centered in the silhouette of a crystal. In the center of the courtyard is the wooden fight ring, surrounded by temporary stands constructed for the onlookers, and the guard captain is kneeling next to his fallen lieutenant, who is being tended to by two healers, all in white, wearing odd mechanical backpacks and holding tools more fit for a mechanic than a doctor. Several guards mill about the area.
Anybody else curious what's in a backpack? I'm curious what's in the backpack.
We can go take it.
Mechanical packs. So it looks like odd contraptions strapped to their back, not like actual backpacks.
You recognize any of that, Doctor?
Do I recognize any of that?
You can either make an intelligence check or a history check to either recall or ascertain what they are.
Okay, I'm proficient in history. I think I will do that. That would be a 23.
Alright, so you definitely recall, back in your training at the academy, the Empire would use similar things, though smaller and less bronzy looking, packs where the medics would run up to people in the battlefield, and they basically had breathers on them that they could hook people up to help their lungs move. They had defibrillators on them. Anything that a person needed to continue to living, this device could be stabbed into, plugged into, hooked up to people, and it would basically continue to run their body for them to keep them alive.
Neat.
These dwarves are
Even if they don't have a heart?
Well, depends. you think it's possible?
Okay, this is a machine. They're trying to keep this guy alive. This is high-tech stuff.
And you, from that, you don't recall the dwarves having this kind of technology. This is interesting news to see them using stuff like this.
Yeah, that is interesting. And so they're so engrossed in what they're doing, they haven't noticed us yet, right? Or have they noticed us?
Yes, the guards have seen you.
I guess I am a glowing man.
So So you see a female dwarf guard. She walks up to you. She is exceptionally ugly with scars and pockmarks all over her face. She's seen one too many fights in her life, you can tell. And she walks up with a very nasty look on her face. And she says, "What are you doing here? We sent the peasants back to their wee little taverns and houses."
I say, we're just trying to get back to our inn.
"Where are you going? The wrong direction." And she points back up the road. "That's the exit."
No one's at the gate. We can't get through.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, this is bad.
But
I'm
that's
not
not
the
a
good person.
lie.
That would be a deception check if it was a lie.
Okay. This is going to be like a 12, I think. Just a second. Mobile, please work for me. Persuasion. That is... Oh! It's a 14.
A 14. She cocks an eyebrow at you and says, "I don't know why the guards wouldn't be there. It doesn't make sense.
They got swoosed off.
They got,
We don't know.
yeah, it was weird. Like, they hit a button, and then they were arguing and yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden they're both gone. Just,
She shakes her head. "Rolf and Rolf, you never know what they're gonna do."
yeah, you should probably talk to them about that.
She says, just try another gate then. I just don't have time. We're trying to find that murderer that's on the loose."
Murderer, you say?
Yeah, she gestures back at the dead lieutenant. "Weren't you here earlier?"
Were we here?
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean, what else were you doing in the military
okay,
district?
Talk about Flick.
it's okay. I'm with us now.
Sorry, we've had a day.
Yeah. It's been a rough
Should we
one.
tell them about the Queen's Guard?
They'll figure that out.
As Glitch is, beaming a 20-foot sphere of light.
Yeah, she says, "You just get out of here before you're arrested." She goes back to her patrol.
As we walk off, I say, good luck with the Queen's Guard.
She makes no remark as if she's in her dream.
I yell a little louder.
No.
We try. We've done all we
I
can
rolled a
do.
1 and a 3. She's ignoring
She
you.
must have taken quite a few hits right to that particular ear.
All right. So what direction you guys heading?
Max said to go left, if I'm remembering correctly. So we'll go left.
All right.
Lord
So
knows. We need to avoid a fight, guys, because that ain't happening again today.
No, we
So
Yeah, I think we need.
So looking left, you see some massive walls on the right side of it, just running the whole length of it, which is different than the rest of the military district. Was broken up into several buildings.
Sleepy guy.
But on this, it's almost like the southeast corner of this district is just also walled off into a separate section. On your left, you see the houses from the housing part of this district, and a big wide open road that heads up towards the gate.
Quickly then, I guess.
If
we see the gate,
I power walk there.
Can I fly up and
You can
see if
you can see it a speck in the distance. It's going to take you a few minutes to walk there.
Can I fly up and see if the coast is cleared?
Yeah, if you want. So you're just going to take off into the air.
Yeah, just go see if there's anything coming our way so that.
Okay. You just doing this blatantly? You going to try to nonchalantly do this without people seeing you? What are you doing here?
I mean, we're in the middle of an open road. I don't think
Yeah.
we're being very sneaky anyway.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna fly on up and see what I could see.
The guards don't see you. I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 3 today.
They are deaf and blind and useless.
why are they guards?
They're essentially stormtroopers.
I look over at Alma, like, what the fuck is wrong with this place?
So, alright, so make a perception check.
Clearly, only stonemasons.
12.
So, which direction are you focusing on? Are you looking down the path towards the way you guys are going?
Yes.
Okay, so you see a couple guards that were walking down the main road, and they immediately turn left and go into the housing area. And the road looks fairly empty to you guys.
All right. Looks clear to me, guys. I don't see anything.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Onward and that way.
We all can.
She said it looks clear.
You guys need to get Delaris a headset.
Oh, come on. This is too
Okay,
much fun.
so you guys take off down the road, and
She's chirping.
who's leading the path? Who's leading the path?
I'll lead the pack.
All right, make a
Oh,
perception
what
check.
can go wrong?
Jeez.
We'll take up the rear.
Whoa! That was an adventure.
Let's try again. That's also a 3.
Ah,
So it's a 5.
Man,
the road looks nice and clear to you.
we addicted to threes today.
So you guys start marching down the center of the road. You go for a couple minutes, and Omal, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Thanks for giving us a second chance there.
Is that a natty 16? So just a second.
Yep.
Perception, so that would be a 22.
So as you're walking, you hear a little bing on your wrist, and you look down
Bing.
at your Mech control wristband, and it pops up and says "Waiting for command."
Doctor, we got Max.
that's good to know if we need them, I guess.
I have a feeling this door isn't going to work either, so let's just note that.
So you're about halfway down. Do you want to look around?
Yes.
So you pop up from looking at your wrist guard, and you see the houses to your left, and to your right you see that massive wall. But a little ways down on your right you see a large, solid iron door on the right side.
What are the shadows doing right now?
You don't see any right now.
Doesn't mean there aren't none.
Let's keep pushing forward toward the gate, but keep our eyes open.
Okay, Delaris, make another perception check.
Ooh, that's an 18.
I thought it was a 4.
Nope,
So-
that's an 18. I
Alright,
can see.
So as you approach the main gate that's leading towards the mining district, you see
Nighttime. Why am I squinting?
4 dwarf guards laying on the ground. And you see a bald-headed, bushy-red-beard dwarf on the left, and a bald-headed, bushy-red-beard dwarf on the right, and their guard shacks just kind of peeking out over at the guards and looking quite nervous.
All right, I
I
yell,
again look at
what's
Alma
going
and
on
go,
here?
What the fuck is wrong with this place?
And so the one on the left looks up and goes, "Hey, pal, what can we do for you?"
We'd like to get through the gate.
What? Why?
Oh, our businesses are around.
Are you going after the crazed maniac that killed these guards?
Did you see the crazed maniac that killed these guards?
Would you let us through if we were?
What did it look like?
He was a large human, well, slightly taller than your average human. Very well dressed for a human. He had odd things on his hands. And
Were they bunnies?
Kind of.
Yeah, it's Flick.
Yep.
The guards came to open
We're
the
after
gate.
him.
The guards came
Open
to
the door.
open the
We're
gate.
going after him.
And it was almost like he was waiting for them. The second the gate opened for them to walk through, he came out of the alleyway and just tore through them. There's several more on the other side of the gate.
Gross.
Oh.
Yeah, we're after him though.
Open the gate. We'll take care of him.
While they're doing that, I loot the bodies.
The one on the right says, "Hey, buddy. We've got guards coming. They're gonna clean up. Don't worry."
Oh no, we're not cleaning. He's not cleaning. He's just taking the shit.
They
Twitch turns on his flashlights and says, "I said open this gate."
He
So now he's a glowing man
make
with flashlights.
a persuasion check. He was about to do it until he saw you guys start to loot the guards right in front of them.
I said he no longer needs his gold.
That'd be a 14.
Okay, the one on the left doesn't look too persuaded. Would anybody like to persuade the one on the right?
You don't want me to.
I'll intimidate them
Okay,
You also
roll
don't
with
want me
advantage.
to.
with advantage.
They're pretty scared right now.
Twitch shines his flashlights at the guy while he's doing the intimidation.
I have a +8, and I rolled a 14.
So it wasn't the DC for intimidation wasn't too high. They're pretty scared right now, and they go, just get there here, buddy. Just go get that guy, and they both turn the key and open it. The
All
gate
the
slides
while,
open.
I'm still looting the bodies for gold. I leave anything that's not gold.
Make an investigation check.
Loot check it is.
You know, plate mail's worth like 1,500 gold. Like if you.
That's a
never mind.
10.
So you find like 40 silver altogether. It looks like break time drinking money, but you know these guards wouldn't have any reason to carry around a lot of gold with them.
Stonks.
And then they have standard
Fuck their
hammers,
families.
standard axes, a couple daggers.
Nope, I just take the silver.
Okay. So you guys walk
Looting
through.
prisons.
You guys walk through, and you are met by a massive stone road that's about 45 feet wide, cuts through the center of this district, heading east and west in the direction you guys are going. To the left and right of this road, it's flanked by a 40-foot wide chasm with water at the bottom, and there are several large drawbridges that connect both sides to the main road. With the first two to your left and right are down that you can cross, but all the others, as you look down this massive road, are in the upright position to where you can't really cross them.
You think he left?
Don't know about this. Okay.
You could.
So we haven't went through. We're just seeing it because the gate's
Yeah,
open.
you see the massive main road that takes you in the way you want to go, and then you see the left and the right that lead into the mining
I
district.
cast my minor illusion dwarf again and let him go forward.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
Make a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, that's
That
gonna
is
be.
said
It's
a
gonna be
lot
over
today.
10. 12.
That is said a lot today.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
He
no.
walks on to the extent of whatever the range of your minor illusion is, and then nothing happens.
That's all I needed to see.
I ask Glitch, what is the importance of finding this man? What is your connection to him?
Glitch? Oh, Glitch.
I asked
Quack,
Glitch.
quack.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you talking to Quack?
Talking of Flick.
Flick was with my unit some time ago. He's an old friend, an old ally. He could potentially help us here, and I would just like to know what he's doing here and Sharing information with any ally is always a good thing.
With all due respect, Doc, your old buddy tore these people apart, so I would expect at least a modicum of trouble.
And if we'd met resistance, would we have done the same thing?
We're kind of going to find trouble anyway.
Just saying, he may not be too happy to see us.
Yeah.
If you guys really want to find this creature, I can cast locate creature, and we can go after him.
Speak up, Travis. Oh, it's right there. Okay.
You are very handy to have around, Bird Lady.
What's the range on that?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet? Okay.
That sounds like a lot of feet.
So, cast it.
1,000 feet, you say?
Use up your spell slot, and you get a ping somewhere to the east.
Quick cast.
Prevert.
Quick cast, because it'll automatically.
Oh, okay.
A ping, you say?
Oh.
Yeah, our tracking locator goes off. Ping!
Follow the ping.
Ah!
Are you alive?
A severed foot is the ultimate stocking stuffer.
Travis, you look like Weird Al in the music video on Fat, or whatever it's called.
Then it would be Mittens.
I've seen that one.
Is the ping that I'm receiving, is he here in this district? Can I lead the team?
Yeah,
toward him?
this district is definitely wider than 1,000 foot wide.
Okay.
Oh, he's close.
So he's close by. He's within 1,000 feet of us.
Well, let's go.
1 foot.
Moving away from you.
Split the party!
Let's follow him.
I'm kidding.
Okay. So you guys take off east down the main road.
Yes.
Yep.
If that's where the ping is.
I'm power walking again.
Okay.
Clenched cheeks and all. Everyone can see.
I was gonna say you look like Mr. X from Resident Evil 2.
I lean into Amo and I say, look at the squats.
So at this point,
Look at that cake, though.
And lunges.
who's leading the pack?
I
Can
am.
make a perception check.
I suppose I shouldn't be leading, but that's a 5.
Oof.
Okay.
Really, you should be leading.
Everything looks
We're
the
following you.
same. Everything. There's a stone road in front of you. Come on, guys. Let's go this way.
I argue and I say, shouldn't we let the lady that knows...
Lady first. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
You're trying to be a gentleman?
No, believe me, I'm not your guy for that. So, she just happens to know where things are. Plus, Bird can go ups.
Birds can see stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm told.
No.
All right. So you guys walking? You guys moving?
Yeah.
We're on the move.
All right. So you guys.
Following Malazire now.
Yeah, I'm taking over the lead. This guy knows what's know what's going on.
I don't even have eyes anymore, guys.
So you guys are walking down this main road, and periodically, it's down the center of it, almost like dashed yellow lines. You see stone structures popping up with dirt and trees and plants growing in them. In between those, you see benches and stuff, almost bisecting this area into 2 lanes. And after a couple minutes, let's have Vixen. We'll have you make a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, okay. What do your hunter eyes sees? Wait.
24.
Okay, so as you guys are marching down the center of this road, or you guys will have to pick a side, left or right, because you can't march down the center of it with it being bisected by these stone structures.
We always walk on the right side of the road.
Which these stone structures are only like knee height, so I mean, I guess theoretically you could march down the center of those, but you'd be crawling through bushes and small trees, decorative trees.
I picked the right because this is America.
Every day.
Actually, this is Falcor.
Shut up.
Durmstead. You're in Falkirk, but it's the dwarven territory of Durmstead.
Let's just say we walk to the right.
Alright, so you guys are marching down the right side.
Yeah, we need to follow Billy Squire over here.
Which is lucky for you. So you hear rumbling noise. Vixen picks this up with his hunter ears. It almost sounds like stone grinding on stone. And it's rumbling towards you guys in your direction.
Okay.
Don't like that.
You did say that you had sex, right, Mex? Tex? Pex?
We have at least 2, theoretically.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that's going to
Hey,
be helpful, but I can shoot it with a wooden arrow.
As he mentions this,
Very
you look
hot.
back at your wrist, and it's dark again.
Oh, dope.
You kind of get the feeling that it doesn't tell you when it's ready when it's up in the air. That's what it looks like when it's on the ground. And it's waiting for you to tell it what to do.
When it's dark or when it's...
When it's lit up and it says waiting for command.
Quack, why are you sending mechs up and down?
He says, I don't know what you're talking about, sirs. All the mechs are accounted for here.
Oh, not good.
Okay, we have other problems. Mar, do you have any ideas?
Well,
Marge.
here's the thing. They had Empire medical technology back there in the square. Are they also somehow using Empire mechs?
That's a very good question.
Why are these dwarves using all of our technology? They should not have this.
Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of our technology being employed by Mistra, it seems, so...
But if they have our mechs, apparently we can use them against them, so
Which is
that's
really
something.
fun.
Yeah. I'm about to be super useful.
Okay, so are you guys doing anything?
Walking.
Walking? Alright.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Who's leading the pack? You still leading, Dolaris?
No, Bird Lady's leading.
Bird Lady, make a perception check.
Bird.
That'll be decent.
15.
15. Alright. 14. You see it first.
Yes.
You see a large mechanical construct on top of a stone ball that has metal brackets around it, rolling down the left side towards you, and it's just rolling towards you guys. And it's a large, almost, I don't know, it almost reminds you of like the Queen's Guard armor / the Dwarven Guards that you saw earlier that kind of look like the smaller version of a mech perched on top of it. But it looks very boxy and mechanical, and you don't see any way that a person could be sitting inside of it, so it almost seems automated. Just rolling down the center of the left lane.
Is my wrist still dark then?
Yes.
Good thing we picked the right
It doesn't
one.
look big enough. It looks about Omal size.
Good thing we picked the right one.
So
Yeah.
We should hide.
You have about a few seconds. So
Let's hide.
I cast hide in plain sight.
You cast Hide in Plain Sight. Is that the one where you can take a minute to...
Except you don't have a minute.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Never mind.
DM knows all. Okay, so everybody
Excellent.
make a stealth check.
Pass without his trace.
Yeah, you can cast that.
Cast that.
gives
Please
everybody plus
cast
10.
that.
Please.
Oh my
please
God.
cast it.
Yeah, I cast pass without a trace.
Alright, use the spell slot.
Because I have disadvantage. Heavy armor.
okay, so what's that?
Everybody make a stealth check, and you add 10 and your stealth bonus.
Add 10.
13.
Yeah,
Cool.
And
I'm
your
gonna guide
cast
myself
pass
too.
without a trace.
Including that.
Holy
23.
crap.
What?
Oh
So
man.
including his bonus.
Okay, yeah, well, hold on.
Okay, so
I'll
how
go
do I-
around there and get
How do you
everybody's
say
number.
that?
Okay.
Roll plus your stealth bonus
Okay, so that'd be 14.
plus 10.
Okay, 24. 24.
24,
28.
28,
23.
23.
15.
Wait.
Hold on a second.
Ouch.
I need to figure out how to get out of full screen.
Plus 10. Or plus 12, because I have a plus 2 instead.
There we go. Okay, you just see what my stealth is. Plus 3.
Dude, that's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, bro.
Okay, so I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 16.
Alright, I didn't roll the worst.
So,
But you
with-
still
This is
did.
still higher than mine.
So everybody ducks out of view, and you see Glitch just kind of looking around, and he kind of finally gets the cue to, oh, I should hide too, and he goes and he stumbles over a stone and just goes face first into the bushes in the center of the lane, and you hear a large, a loud rustling of leaves and branches, and you see a squirrel pop out and run off. And
I wish squirrels.
I guess Marge.
I'm still glowing, by the way.
It's like one piece of bacon.
Marge.
Could you imagine what the woods would sound like?
Go back there and eat it.
You're still glowing.
It's
So
an old,
that's fitting of your natural one.
it's an Olmsted barking squirrel.
Marge gets plus 12 to her stealth because she's rogue. So that's plus 22 to her 3. So with her 3, she got 25 on stealth. Okay, so Glitch goes rolling into it, and you see now that they've gotten closer, there are 2 of them rolling right next to each other. One has a large stone ball, and the other has tracks, almost like tank treads, that are cobbled together. And they're rolling in your direction, and one of them kind of stops for a second and looks towards Glitch. And as it turns to look at you guys, you get a better look at their armaments. They have a large ballista-style crossbow as one arm that has a net hanging from it, and on the right has a almost cannon-esque device attached to it that has hoses hooked up to it. But then after a second, the rest of you rolled so well that one of you kind of makes a distracting sound and causes another squirrel to leap out of a bush. And they look at the bush, and somebody that would like to stare down these things to see what's going on is welcome to make a perception check or an intelligence check.
I'll make a perception check.
I'll help.
Okay.
I am rolling really well tonight. That's a 21.
Okay, so as it stops and looks at the squirrel, you kind of almost see a camera flash go off. And then you hear the sound of paper being filed through like a Rolodex real fast. And this goes on for about 4 or 5 seconds. And then it turns back and they continue to roll on.
Hey guys, should I do something stupid? Should I do something
No.
stupid?
What are you?
No.
Don't
do it.
What are you talking about?
Don't do it.
Okay,
Don't-
I
just-
won't do it.
Hey, Dolaris, do you want to drop this light spell?
Yeah, I dismissed the light spell.
Alright, it goes dark. You guys continuing on?
Pressing on.
I'd say so.
So,
Keep a trucking.
as you guys start to go, we'll say since you did a decent perception check, Big Sam.
21. Decent. That was pretty good.
Well, so a good one, okay? That's decent.
Credit where it's due.
That's
I usually
decent,
roll
man.
like Tim.
You hear a crash across the chasm of water, and you see on the opposite side, across from the left. So you guys are on the right. You have the left where the automated bots just came from, and on the opposite side of that, in the mining area, you see from a building a mining mech that you guys have seen in the Gnome district. So you guys are in the Gnomish villages, so you're familiar with these. It's not out of the ordinary to be using mining mechs. Comes out of an alleyway, and it's stomping out of the alleyway, and a Queen's Guard comes up to it, and it just starts slamming into this construction mech and knocking it over. And the mech gets up and starts pummeling into this Queen's Guard, smashing it with its large, almost mace-like fist used to mine through the rock. Starts slamming into the Queen's Guard. And it almost looks like it has the upper hand until a second Queen's Guard comes out of the shadow, grabs a hold of the back of this construction mech, and drags it into an alleyway. And the sound gets distanter and distanter until it disappears altogether.
Okay. So,
So I say we keep pressing on.
yeah, let's not
Okay.
tarry too long here.
Doctor, I have mildly good news. In Mech on Queen's Guard combat, it seems Mech can win. Until there's 2 Queen's Guards.
Good thing there's 2.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch most of that. I'm sorry. My kids are screaming.
Unless there are 4 queens.
He says, good news, it looks like a mech on a Queen's Guard single hand-to-hand combat could possibly win.
They can be
That is good news. I'll be right back.
Half the table just left.
Ah!
5-second intermission.
Baby needs a new butt. Sorry.
Real fart. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I really like those ketchup and mustard dice you got there.
So you guys continue on, and as you're walking, are you staying on the right side road?
Seems logical.
Okay, so you're on the right side road. As you come up to roughly maybe the center of this district, you're about halfway through where there should be a large town square like in the military district. And you see two large drawbridges raised on either side of it to where you can't get across the chasm. And in the center of it, whoever's leading the pack can make a perception check.
Maybe I shouldn't let you do that. I'm not
You shouldn't have.
He doesn't get to roll for me.
And are you guys just storming up the center of the road, or are you trying to do this quietly?
I'm sticking close to the center where the bushes are.
Okay.
I was gonna say we're still in his pass without a trace. So
Yeah.
we're all being sneaky.
You said perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
So you don't see anything, but you do hear the similar rumbling noise from earlier. But I'll let you guys keep your stealth checks from earlier because you guys kind of hunkered down and got close to the center, and you've been skulking since then. So you're still being fairly stealthy.
I'm becoming pretty useful.
So you hear the rumbling noise. You guys proceeding?
Stealthily forward, guys. Sound good?
Stealthily forward.
Yep.
Okay. So as you move forward, you see the sun is actually finally starting to somewhat set a little, and it's starting to get a little bit darker. I mean, your vision's still fine. You don't have to worry about having dark vision or anything like that. But you see a couple street lamps flare up with a small flame for view. And in between two of those street lamps, in the center, not going down into the left or right lane, but in the actual center, where there's a break in the stone structures, you see another one of those automated bot things with a large stone ball rolling back and forth almost on a patrol circle for about 40-50 feet.
Like
And it's
in the center?
It's in the exact center between the lanes where you've been seeing benches in the breaks between the stone structures, but this is open, and you see this automated guard bot that's just, it has a 50-foot length of a guard path, and it's just rolling in circles back and forth.
Are we
Okay.
stealthy enough to get past it?
Do we time this and move, or
under
are we
pass
trying to
without-
find another way?
I ask where the Malazire, where's your tracker saying that he is?
I can cast pass.
Where's the
pass
tracker
without
say?
trace again. But
Make a survival check.
Is that under
Skills.
15.
So he's still a little to your east, but now more toward the north, almost as if he's across the chasm.
But we can't cross.
You can.
I mean, I can go.
I can
How?
slowly
You can
float.
Bella.
fly. You can
Bella.
slowly.
Unless I lose momentum by the middle, in which case, oh no.
All right. Where are you going?
So did we say we were gonna? I can cast pass without trace again.
We still got it, I
Yeah.
think. I didn't have that one.
What's the duration of it?
At least 10 minutes, I'd say.
Wait, D is
Duration.
concentration 1 hour.
Yeah, we're good. You're just really focused.
Really focused.
Well, I don't.
Which means your hunter mark on the hound is gone.
Don't no, I got a beat on.
Don't
that
worry.
guy. I recognize his smell, and it's coming from the turtle.
Can
So
we spook another squirrel and distract him?
I whispered to the group. I said, I think we wait until it gets to the farthest point, and then try to duck off to the side out of its range.
If we want to maximize our time, we can let him turn around and start moving, and then start moving, so that we don't want him to turn around when he's about to, like, as we go across. That would be bad, wouldn't it?
So
it would.
if you're wanting to go down this train of thought, somebody can make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out his guard path, so that this would even be possible to time.
Not it.
That's a bad idea for me.
I'm rolling
Does
terribly.
anybody have high intelligence in this party?
I don't
me.
have negative intelligence.
That's better
I've
than
got
me.
a +4.
I've got
I
a
have
Good intelligence.
the leader.
Glitch and Malazar can make it if you guys want to help each other.
All
I
right.
know we just
Got
met
it.
and you tried to beat the shit out of the guy that was dead. I'm
I
now
got 10.
friends with him. You lead the group now.
So this is just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
That would be 15.
15. Okay, so Malazire is still caught off guard by the awe-inspiring mechanical constructs that are rolling around. She's used to growing up in a small village that uses nature and doesn't really use much technology, if any at all. So seeing this, she's a little awestruck. But Glitch is using his quizzical doctor mind and stares it down and says, "All right, I think I can time this right. So if you guys would like to make another stealth check, you can try to get by it."
With a plus 10, everybody. Oh no.
I got myself too.
God.
So that's a natural 20. Plus 6, or no, hang on, what's stealth? Plus 3, 23, plus 33.
Marge got a 35.
33.
22 or 32. Sorry, 32.
I rolled a nat 1.
14.
Not
Did
stealthy.
you get a natural one?
Damn.
No,
Yeah,
I got
I
a natural 2.
I got a
Hello?
natural 1.
All right. So as the group
15
starts to stealth
total.
apart, stealth across, you guys feel like you're doing a good job. Delaris should be rolling a disadvantage with his armor, right?
I did, yes. That's with disadvantage.
So Delaris goes storming out. Guys, I don't think he can see me. Clang, 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 clang. And still rolls lower than your 15.
Yes! Yes!
Dude, I mean, if you have to have somebody rolling worse than the worst guy of the party, let me
You were
be him.
saved by this pass without a trace miracle that Vixian has passed. Otherwise, you guys.
Hi, it's me, you new god.
I nudged Delaris. We're very sneaky.
So Delaris goes clanging out, and so narratively, I'll help you guys realize why the clanging of his armor doesn't really distract the guard, because across the chasm, if somebody else would like to make a perception check.
Not me.
I'll just go ahead and do it since.
I'll do it.
Oh, good. This is normal. 10.
22.
22. So Glitch.
Let's go this.
Oh, goodness.
Glitch is on the ball for looking around today, and he looks across the chasm. The guard bot has stopped and is looking across the chasm, and you see that same. So you see a building, and in the blink of an eye, the stone wall just shatters and outbursts through it the construction mech. It's been tossed through the wall, and the two Queen's Guard are advancing on it. The construction bot stands up, slams into one of the Queen's Guard, knocking it down, and starts pummeling the other. But the other Queen's Guard gets back up without a single scratch on it, and latches onto this construction bot's arm and rips it off of the bot, or off of the mech.
It's like Pacific Rim.
The mech grabs the other Queen's Guard and slams it into the other one, so they're both on the ground, and hobbles over towards one of the lava chutes that has about a 15-foot wide path of lava that's flowing through it, that then flows over the edge into the water and disappears out of sight. And as the two Queen's Guard advance on this construction mech, he takes his one good arm, wraps it around the two Queen's Guard, and pulls them over the edge into the lava chute. And at the last second, you see a figure leap out of the construction mech on the other side of the lava chute and go running off into the dark.
Did the figure look dwarfish?
Does he?
Did the figure look flickish?
Make an intelligence check.
Did the figure have bunny hands?
This,
Let's see.
that is a trait right there.
I believe it's a -1. Let me just double check. Intelligence. Where are you?
Bunny hands. This is why I love this fucking game.
Yeah, okay, it's -1. So 14.
The figure was definitely bigger than a dwarf, but it's hard to make out much detail because it was in the distance and it is starting to get the light is starting to get a little dim.
I touch Glitch again and cast light. No.
I'm going to resist that.
Okay, so Delaris stands up from stumbling and clanking, and everybody drags him out of view, and you guys are safely on the other side of this path, or the guard path for this automated bot. Are you guys continuing on?
That's all we can do,
Continue in
really.
the direction of the flicking.
Erection.
Yep. I radio quack
I
real
need
quick.
to roll to resist light.
Dick joke this game.
Do what, Glitch?
I can save against his light spell.
He said he was just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I want to radio quack real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Quack, on the off chance we need, say,
a mech. What's the ETA on, like, from call it to touchdown? When do we get here?
It depends on where your aerial mech drone is, Omal, but
Yeah, where is that? I can't see it.
I can't see it either. Remember, I'm on your airship, thousands of miles away, or hundreds of miles away. I don't know this island too well.
Okay. Well,
I don't see it taking too long, as long as your mech's or as long as your drone's within range.
let's just hope. Okay.
Okay, so you guys continue on.
Continuing on.
All right, so as you're moving towards the east gate that would lead to the river that bisects the entire capital, that you then cross and go towards the Foundry District. Let's have, so you've got somebody in the lead and somebody in the rear of the pack. Who's leading? Oh, Vixian's in the rear. So you can make a perception check, and whoever's leading can make a perception check.
That's you.
Okay.
11.
20.
All right, so Malazar, you hear rumbling. Vixian hears rumbling, looks back, and sees those same automated bots seem to have completed their path and hit the western gate and are now coming back on the right lane towards you guys.
I say to the group, we need to duck to the other side, duck left. You said they're in the right lane?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we need to duck. We need to duck left.
Okay.
Into the chasm?
No, into the left lane.
Oh.
I can float.
Yeah, we seen that.
I can walk.
Let's have Glitch. You can make a perception check too, since you're rolling so great with looking at stuff. We'll say you're still in that zone.
What do your doctor eyes see?
What can you
All
say?
right.
Tata?
You look like
Sounds
you're
like a good way to curse my roll. Alright, 19.
19. So as you duck in towards the left lane, you pick up what Malazar did not. That rumbling noise is a little louder than it should be for two bots off in the distance coming up the right lane. There is a second set of patrol bots in the left lane that are coming towards you.
Guys, we got more company in this lane.
Oh, bugger.
So make your stealth checks.
Oh.
God.
See how well you can pretend to be bushes, trees, or.
So did that pop over?
Hey guys, D&D Beyond
Carry
tells
myself
you
again.
your other party members' dice.
You still
rolls
have passed
over.
that a trace up?
You can't
Yeah.
lie if you roll digitally.
That is
Oh,
28.
man.
28 stealth. What did you do? Did you nat 20?
No, I got higher than a 3.
Hey. Was it
A
a
4?
It was a 9.
Hey. That's.
So that's a.
You're now in double digits with the bonuses,
I
buddy.
did it.
right?
Actually, that's an
It's a
even
21 for me.
20.
There are 4 guard bots total, 2 coming from each direction, which means I rolled 4 d20s. I did not get a single one over 9.
Oh,
Yes!
we did it!
Alright, so you guys strike a pose. One of you looks like a perfect tree. One of you looks like balls up into a perfect bush.
Omal's a rock.
I'm getting Dark Souls vibes.
One
where
of
can
you
change
turns.
into
One of
something.
you
No, that's a
assumes the plank position and looks like a great bench. And these guard bots just roll right by.
We're fully on brand today, everybody.
Everybody, I really wish that we could be silly, because I would throw out one of those carvings and it would go, hello!
I'm sorry.
Alright, so they roll by
Help me!
without issue. And you guys pop back up and you're able to continue on. And in fact, the gate to the eastern side is within view.
I clench cheeks fully and power walk.
Sorry.
Alright, so it doesn't take too long. You guys make it to the gate, and you see the guard check on the left
Been doing RDLs or something.
with a bald, bushy red beard dwarf on the left, bald, bushy red beard on the right, and they both pop up and they're like, "Hey, buddies, what can we do for ya?"
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not your buddy, guy.
But you're all my buddy, guy. You're all my buddies.
Who is running this place?
Clearly, these guys.
So, like, where did you guys go?
Are you just really fast? What's?
What?
I mean, I'm pretty fast standing up out of my chair so I can see what's coming on, guy.
Yeah, but like, You. Never mind. Just.
Your mother was
Are
a
you
chick.
Rolf?
What are you guys coming to this gate for? Rolf! Yeah, the one on the right pops up and says, "Oh, so you're familiar with my name, buddy? Wait, that means we are buddies. You wanna go get a drink after this, pal?
Hey, buddy.
That's what I just said, you are my buddy.
I say I have 40 silver for beer.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing at the foundry gate, guys?
We couldn't get through the other gate, so here we are.
It just comes to the point in this game where you're so ungodly.
It says,
rich that you're just
Are you coming after the crazed murderer on the loose too, guys?
Yes.
If the murderer's the one
Yeah,
with
of
the
course.
bunny hands, that is
We're after him. We're gonna get him and stuff.
Oh, it's okay, guys. We let him through into the foundry district. You don't have to worry about him anymore.
But I'm fixing to wrestle him.
Macho Man ready.
Why would we not need to worry about him in the foundry district?
We still want to go after
You
him.
could say he's a box.
So,
After that reward money.
are you saying this out loud, Malzar?
Yes.
I didn't hear what.
Hilarious.
He said I'm a box turtle.
Wrestling and boxing are two different things.
I know, but
So the one on the left says, "Oh, you're not familiar with the foundry district? Oh, it's been shut down for some time now.
Oh,
not
good.
guy. What woman guy?
Bird?
Bird lady?
Tweet, tweet.
I'll just call you pal.
We'd still like
Gender
to go
neutral.
through. We have other business.
We don't have to worry about him anymore. All right, you still want to go after him, pal?
Yes, we have other business with him. Somebody does.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck. And the gate opens up.
On we go.
Onward.
Okay.
that went shockingly well.
The second you
Could
get
have
through the
been real
gate,
bad.
they shut it immediately.
Sounds like this
Yeah,
would
that's
not be a
fair.
good part of town,
Guys,
guys.
this is starting to seem dangerous.
Weight rollers everywhere if you want one.
So, perception check.
I'll make it.
You guys are moving through these districts like quick.
Only the lead and the who's making perception checks. Everybody.
Yeah, you got a dice in your hand. I'm all go for it.
Okay. That'll probably work. Just a second. That'll work. 19.
So, as
portal.
you leave the gate, you see to the far east, across the bridge, is a gate that's also standing open, and you are standing on a bridge that stretches across a 100 to 200 foot wide river, and you see the gate on the eastern side start to slowly close. The one behind you is already closed. It almost seems like they opened it up for you just long enough for you to get across and get through.
Why did they?
And we're watching the other one in front of us close also.
Yes, it's starting to close.
Do we see someone going out of it?
No.
No.
Okay, they either let someone in, or for some reason they keep opening the door for Click.
Look at your ping.
They opened both of them. And as you step through, they closed the one behind you and started to close the other one to give you enough time to get through.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense.
okay, through the ring. Okay. So, are
We
we running
better
on
move
through into the boundary district?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys take off across the bridge. It's easy enough. It's slowly closing. You get to the side, and you still have a good 30-40 seconds before it closes behind you. But with your perception check, you see several large foundries used to purify ore and stone lie dormant and silent on both sides of you. Lava still flows from the stone pillars and winds its way throughout the district, giving off a hazy smog. The main road through the center is clear and vision is normal, but looking out to your left and right, after about 20 foot, everything begins to blur into each other, and it's harder to make details out from the smog and fog just rolling throughout the district.
Omal ponders, what does lava feel like? And then doesn't act on that.
Thank God.
Spicy?
Feel like.
It's like spice.
As you look to your left, you see a small blood trail right at the edge of the road where the fog begins. You see a blood trail that leads off into the fog.
Ugh.
Is my tracker saying
I was
we
gonna
should
say,
go that way?
is that where he is?
You see spatters of blood. You see a smeared red, bloody handprint on the building.
Is it bunny shaped?
You'd have to make a. Let's make a.
It's a slave. Bloody
Can't
rabbits.
think of the name. Not a doctor check.
Medicine?
Medicine check. Do they have medicine check?
Yeah.
I mean, we could roll a doctor check.
Medicine.
We could look for
I
doctors.
can't remember what it's called in this.
Lich is a doctor.
Survival, religion, persuasion.
It's medicine.
Medicine, yeah. So make a medicine check.
17.
Okay, so it looks like a handprint that's been smeared.
About how big is this handprint?
Human size.
Is it bunny shaped?
No, it's a handshake.
Handshake.
I just did a check.
Okay.
Also, I'm still tracking this creature, or still tracking. What's his name? Flick. So.
I mean, it's not your species. You could get away with saying this creature.
That's
I
right.
don't know if it's PC, buddy.
I mean, you keep tweeting
Definitely
at me,
not
so.
PC.
Alright, so make a survival check.
Yeah, but Seth doesn't know if it's PC.
Ah,
That looks like a single
12.
digit.
So you look out towards the east where he should presumably be, and you definitely feel a ping that he is somewhere, but it almost seems like your tracking vision is fogged over, and you can't really get a good beat on where he's at.
Alright. The smog seems to be blocking my tracking, so are we gonna follow this bloody handprint or head off?
Wait a minute. Hey, Doc, you said he was part of your unit. Which I probably... Would I have known that anyway, since I was sent to find Glitch to begin with? I don't even know. What are the odds he has comms?
I was just about to say, Vic, can you hear us?
Make a history check.
Anything?
Make a history check, Glitch. To recall.
They probably took his comms since he was a prisoner.
I mean, they don't know what those are. Maybe.
Hey, that would be a 21.
Okay, so thinking back to the fight, it definitely looked like he was devoid of any technology, comms, or anything like that.
Yeah, I could message him and go directly into his head. It'll use a high level spell slot, but I can do that.
I mean, we could all just start shouting really loudly.
That seems like a really good idea.
I think so. Or we could just call in some big fuck you robots into the middle of the street. That's loud too.
He's already half chubbed for this. Like, it's probably gonna happen.
I just start following the blood trail.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys heading towards the blood trail?
Yeah, I'd say we stick with Dolores and
Alright,
Billy
who's leading?
Squire.
I'm leading.
Dolores is now.
While walking through the haze,
Fucking
I hold oak light so that I can see.
Alright.
Provided I don't know how dark it is. But.
Your name, by the way, is Billy Squire.
Let's have you roll a d8.
Billy
D8.
Squire.
Who's rolling a
Squires.
D8?
No, it's all right.
I am.
You, no, what's your name? Billy
That's
Squire.
a 1.
So, as you step into the fog, you see about 20 foot from you, between two of the foundries leading up to an alleyway, you see Flick standing there. He turns and walks away.
Oh, good. We're on the
This
right
sounds
track.
very familiar.
Follow him.
Are you sure?
Dolaris,
Oh,
having
here.
a -1 to intelligence, chases after him.
Okay.
Speeding
up
up.
his nose. the
More
entire
than
time.
more than power walking.
Alright,
Power sprinting.
So as you guys rush off into the smog, is everybody going with him?
Fucking guess we have to.
I'll go and I'll start pushing my way towards the front.
He said he saw Flick.
I know.
But he doesn't have a comm, so if we lose him, we lose him.
We also thought we saw Herodus a minute ago. It didn't end well.
What's your Bing saying?
I say follow him.
It's being interfered with by the
By the
smog.
smog.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's in the area. I know he's here, but I can't tell where he's
You're
at.
right. Go.
Let's follow him.
Fuck it. Let's
Alright.
follow him.
As you
When
guys
I
rush into the smog, it has a very strong sulfuric smell. I need everybody to make a constitution save.
Being that I'm from a
Oh, good.
volcano island, can I get advantage on that?
13.
No.
Okay. What is it?
I definitely smell.
Constitution save.
Constitution save. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call that a 7. I'm rolling like
I rolled a 17.
What'd you get, Glitch?
Did you get your
7.
plus 0?
We got 7, a 7, and an 8.
13.
13.
17.
Okay, so Malazar and Delaris are the only two to pass this. While you guys are breathing this in, it's hard. Your breaths are coming in labored and hard. And while you're breathing this in, you almost feel like you're slightly exhausted.
Oh,
good.
So we'll
Does that hurt
have.
exhaustion?
Hey, Vixian, only while you're in the smog. But Vixian, make a roll a d8.
It's the two pyramids stuck together.
2.
A 2. Okay, so you guys go rushing off into where you saw Flick, or where Delaris said he saw Flick. Nobody else saw him but Delaris. You guys rush around the corner, and you're met with the dead end of an alleyway, and you just hear silent, quiet laughter just emanating throughout the fog. I need everybody to make a wisdom save.
Oh, piss.
So
Is that a wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
What he said? That'd be an 18.
10.
6.
8. I didn't roll the lowest. Heavy.
Delaris and Vixian, you guys can't remember the way back. You feel like you've made about 30 different turns crisscrossing through these alleyways, even though it's only been a few seconds. And you feel a little almost even your thought process is a little hazy.
Boy, I'm in bad shape here.
Alright, so you guys are at a dead end.
I say I have no idea where I am. Somebody else should lead.
I also have no idea where I am.
So,
We have no idea where we are.
so who's leading the pack now? You guys are at a dead end.
I guess that would be me.
Alright.
Can I fly up above
Are you
this?
exhausted? Did you get a point of exhaustion? Did
No,
you
she
fail your
passed
con-
it.
Okay, so you're
You said I
good.
passed it.
Do you want
I'm
to
trying
fly
to
up?
figure out.
Yeah, I'm
how
gonna
to
fly up
add
and see
that.
over the smog and see if I can
Okay.
see anything.
Fly up, make a perception check.
Oh yeah. 20.
Roll a d8.
No wait, 22.
Roll a d8.
2 pyramids.
Oh, 1.
1. So, as you fly up, you look back the alleyway you came, and if you had gone to the left instead of the right, you see Flick standing there, and he's just staring at you.
I'm gonna come back down and lead the group towards him.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
That's not a good one.
So, at a point of exhaustion, and what was the other thing I am now? That I
11.
failed at?
You don't
like-
like it. You just feel
You're just exhausted and don't know where you
You
are.
feel addled and disoriented. What'd you roll?
11.
11. Okay.
Sleepy and
So
confused.
you feel like you can get them to that alleyway. You come to a 4-way stop, and you have to think about it for a second. Was he to the left, or do I need to turn and go the other direction? And you're not really sure. Everybody needs to make a Constitution save.
6.
So that's better than last time.
12.
15.
I believe mine's 12. Just so.
Delaris.
12.
1.
Okay. Everybody that did not beat a 12 takes 8 points of fire damage as you breathe in this smog and you feel your lungs burn.
Okay, if you're resistant to, I don't doesn't apply to
Resistant
me.
cuts it in half.
Okay, and you're saying I wondered how that would work. I doesn't apply because I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you breathe in this smog and it almost feels like you're breathing in fire itself as it burns through your lungs.
So does 12 take that damage?
That was 8 fire damage. If you didn't beat a 12 with your con save.
Oh, so if we did
Okay, so I need to roll higher than 12.
Right.
Oh, I have to
Okay.
take that damage.
Yeah, 13 was your save.
I am gonna slowly float above the haze.
Okay. Roll a d8.
6.
A 6. as you float into the sky, how far up are you going?
Just so I can get a breath of fresh air.
Okay, there's a foundry behind you that's probably about 40, 50 feet tall, and then the buildings around you are probably about 15 feet tall. So it takes you, to get above the smog, you're looking about 20 feet.
Okay, well that's 12 seconds for
Okay.
the speed of my floaty.
So you hop up into the sky, and as you break through the smog, you just hear a like emanating all around you, as if from multiple voices.
Don't like that. Can I get on the rooftop nearest to me real quick?
You can't force yourself forward.
I'm not right against the wall. I'm just in the air.
You're in the.
I'm just bobbing.
You could probably come back down near the building and make like a dexterity check to see if you could grab the lid.
I just get a few good breaths of fresh air. Wish I didn't have to go back down. Is it just constant screaming around me?
No, you just heard a loud shriek from somewhere in the distance, as if like 100 voices cried out.
Don't like that. Don't like that. I calm. Did anyone else hear that or just me?
Hear what?
Oh boy.
Did anyone hear it?
Hey guys, fog's haunted.
Yeah, you all heard it.
Oh, okay. Got really scared for a minute.
I didn't hear anything, Omaha.
If Peritus were here, he would be putting voices in your head right now. Alright, so you guys are standing in the middle of a four-way intersection. What are you doing here?
We don't see Flick, I take it.
I
No.
saw him, but then when I came back to
Yeah,
him,
she
I got
saw him when she was
confused.
flying, but when she landed and went back up to the intersection, you couldn't find him.
Guys, this fog ain't great.
Make a perception check, Mr. Omal.
Oh boy. Let me get back to that page. I have to keep closing my stats to do other things. Okay, perception check. So 14.
14. You hear somewhere off in the distance a male adult, presumably, shouting, "Help! Help me! Somebody please help me!" Doesn't sound like Flick.
Well, we obligated to go help a person, or what are we doing, guys?
We're in trouble already.
Yeah, a bit more of this fog, and you probably have a very heavy paperweight of a turtle with you.
I'm gonna fly back up and see if I can see anything again.
You gonna fly back up? Alright. Make an intelligence check.
20.
Okay, now make a perception check.
Daddy, I want to show you
9.
9. Yeah, you can't see him. The smog's pretty thick.
Shame you can't hear me.
I mean, I don't know what my strength is.
I could yeet you.
Back off, no.
We could do it like cheerleader pyramid style, where me and Omal throw you up.
Hey, we've practically done this before, although Dolores wasn't there.
When you threw the gnome?
No, whenever we became a plucky on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When the gnomes and their mechs came up.
We're traveling performance in the woods. It's totally normal.
God, it was almost a year.
Can I carry Vixie enough and let him see if he sees
You can
anything?
try. Make a strength check.
I can certainly try.
His own.
16.
16. You feel like you're kind of confident that you can pick him up. I don't think you can get very high with him, and you probably won't be able to fly for very long, but you can probably get him in the air.
Enough to give me a look? Come on.
Yep. Alright, get in the air. Make an athletics check, and you make a perception check.
Okay.
14.
21.
Good for now. You look around, you see one of those small guard mechs from earlier in the day that the dwarves were using on the Queen's Guard. Similar in size and similar in build, but less bloody and black iron. And you see one stumbling through an alleyway, leaning heavily on the side of a building as it stumbles forward.
Okay.
Let's guide this guy out.
I communicate that.
Okay. So when you land back down, whoever's leading the pack, make an intelligence check.
You know where he's at. You want to take charge here?
Believe me, you do not want me making an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's exhausted needs to be doing all these ability checks at disadvantage.
Are we exhausted for the rest of the day or just while we're in the fog?
Oh, I didn't know that would
We'll
go
find
for
out.
perception. Do I need to re-roll that?
Well, you were out of the fog, so you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
No, good to know. It didn't stick with you.
All right. So
Oh, you're in there.
you said intelligence check.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. 20.
That'll do.
Okay, yeah. So when you land, you kind of shake your head and push the hazy feeling of the fog out of your mind, and you're able to lead them through some alleyways where you saw the guard that was stumbling through there. And as you come up, you see, as Dixie described, you see this smaller mech that's just stumbling forward, and he falls over a couple times, rights himself, and he comes up. He comes up from his last fall, and he looks up and sees you guys. He goes, "Someone, please help me, please!" And as he stumbles towards you guys, you see that he's just the front hatch where the dwarfs climb into the small mech and it's just leaking blood.
He's having a bad day.
See.
I have this punch.
I'll give him a second level cure wounds.
Okay.
Thanks for trying to make it interesting, bud.
Drink this, bud.
You reach out, and as it goes, the heel settles in around him. You hear him scream, and he goes, "What are you doing to me? What? Oh my goodness!" And he just screams bloody murder.
You're missing the point.
Doctor. Zombies.
Oh. Yeah, that was a mistake.
He kind of takes a step back from you guys and puts his hand up in defense.
Hey, buddy. How long have you been in this fog?
I've been here for a few hours. Me and my friend, we were selected to do patrol here. We're normally just supposed to travel the main road, but we heard something in the fog, and we know we're not supposed to leave the road, but it was his birthday, and I pulled some strings, and we procured these mechs. We're not supposed to be doing it in mechs. We're supposed to be doing this on foot, but because it was his birthday, I pulled these strings so that we could have some fun. We thought, we're in these mechs. Let's go help people. And then we got deep in the fog, and we got lost. We stumbled around, and then they found us.
Who's they?
These abominations just came crawling out of the fog and surrounded us. I jumped in front of him, and as they crawled all over me, I just felt their tentacles were just slipping in between the cracks and rubbing all over me, wrapping around every part of my body.
Okay.
It almost felt like I was on fire. And my friend, I told him to run, and he pushed into the fog. I don't know if he's okay or not, but I don't feel the same. And you hear him just kind of making panted, labored breaths.
Doctor, do you have any more of that whatever in the world we used at that one gnome town?
I believe I have 2 doses of that left. So
Is that what we need to do here?
Delaris
Yeah,
raises his sword and said, or should we
what
just
the
put him
deep-
out of his
yeah.
misery?
Calm down, Dolores.
Yeah, I'll try and administer that Fitz's cocktail to him.
Okay, so you're popping open the hatch to get to him because he's in the center of a mech.
Oh,
Yeah, I
this
guess
is gonna
so.
be messy.
Okay, so you pop open the hatch. He goes to push your hand away, but I mean, even in this mech, he's just this mech seems to be not just 100% mechanical, but also powered by the person because it's a much smaller mech, and it seems to
Exosuit type thing.
yeah, kind of like an exosuit, a larger exosuit, and but he doesn't have the strength in him. And you pop open the hat, and you see a dwarf whose it almost seems like his stomach has been ripped open and his guts have spilled out, and then the skin just regrew around the pile of guts and intestines and stuff that's hanging out of his body, almost like a sack that's skin tied around it. And his face, his right eye is normal, but his left eye is enlarged and drooping off to the side. His left arm has turned into almost skeletal, while his right arm is like a nasty tentacle-esque look. And as he opens his mouth, almost like a green saliva is just dripping out of it.
I don't know if you should waste your potions.
I'm having second thoughts about this.
I have an idea. Here, bud, drink this.
Oh God!
What are you giving him?
Punch cocktail.
Yes. he says, I could use something to take the edge off this pain.
Okay.
Oh boy!
What do I roll again?
I think it's either D8.
This is the equivalent of an opioid suppository.
A 4. As he drinks it,
This is
he
the
goes,
best invention in this game.
I can't really taste from all the sulfur in the air. It almost tastes like I just drank rancid sulfur. Maybe rotten milk? Wait, I can't see. I can't see. And
Oh God! You blinded him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Blinded.
That's fine. Is it 3d6 plus my medicine? Is that my healing?
Yeah, hey, Travis, what did you roll to heal him earlier?
13.
Okay.
2, 5, 11 plus 6, so 17.
He falls unconscious.
Okay,
It was worth a try. I don't know if we can fix that, Doc.
And you hear as the exosuit mech just collapses to the ground. Let's have Glitch make a dex save.
Oh, good. Dex save.
Well, no, I presumably Omal pushed forward to give him the potion, so Omal can make the dex save.
Yay.
And we'll have Glitch make it with advantage if you're still up there watching.
I believe that's a 15.
Yeah.
I keep hitting the wrong buttons because I would like to put this
16.
Okay, yeah, you both get out of the way.
Yay!
Regardless of your bonus, Omal, 15 was good enough.
Oh, 15 was with my bonus, but...
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so you guys hop out of the way as this exosuit just crashes to the ground.
I pull him out of it and try to pilot the exosuit.
The exosuit is on the ground. To pull him out, you'll have to flip it. Make a strength save.
Also small.
Save or check?
Check.
Okay.
I help.
Am
Okay.
I at disadvantage?
Who has the point of exhaustion? Do you have?
Not
I have a point
I
of
have a point of
exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Okay, so you
I do.
can help, but you'll have to roll, and yours will be at disadvantage, and then you can roll yours. So rather than giving him advantage, you can roll straight,
Okay.
and
Okay.
you'll roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's probably that one. Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, mine's good.
Mine's not. Mine is a 9.
Mine's
Okay.
21.
So you go to pick it up, and you start to get some leverage on it. It starts to lift off the ground a slight. Omal goes in there, slips, and puts a shoulder into you, and you both go crash into the ground next to it. You're unable to lift it.
It wasn't even a natty one.
I go
died.
about my business.
Okay, so you guys are in the center of this intersection with this downed exosuit. What are you guys doing?
Moving
Maybe we
on.
should get away from this because, I mean, if he's going full zombie here, he might crawl out of that thing and start attacking us.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
We need to fuck off the other direction.
Yes, let's get out of here.
Got a dog on one foot. And
Yep.
Are we gonna head the way
Let's
that
go.
he came from?
Is Slick actually in here, or are we being fucked with?
Don't know.
you guys making your way back to the road or deeper in?
Are we going to be able to get out of here anyway?
We're gonna be able to get out of here.
What'd he say?
He asked if you guys think you'll be able to get out of here anyways.
Yeah, probably
Well,
not.
I can get out of here.
Probably not.
I mean, I can fly up and look and make sure that we've got the right direction.
I mean, if we can try to all get on the rooftops. That'd be above the fog at least.
Santa Claus style?
Yeah.
Up on the rooftop.
Good old mall.
Here's Santa!
Out of the fog, let's all fuck off.
Alright, so whoever, which way are you guys going? Back to the main road? Or deeper?
Or up.
Or up?
Up.
I'm going up.
Okay, so you've got buildings, you could go in and try to make your way up, or you can try to scale the side of the house.
I just
There's
get
no house.
onto the side of a wall and I just.
Levitate up? Okay.
Yeah, grab a hold of.
Omal and
Grab a hold.
Alazar won't have any
Just
issues
fly.
getting up. Anybody else that would like to climb, what are you doing, Big Scene?
I was gonna grab a hold of it, like.
We're already at the weight limit of my boots.
Oh,
You
okay.
are over the weight limit.
Yeah, I know. That's why it sucks.
When he you levitate up about 5 foot, Vixen grabs a hold, and you just stop him.
Anyway, so I let go.
And then Bob's
Okay.
like, "Merp."
I just try to scale the wall.
Glitch, you gonna throw your spider armor on and climb up?
Yeah, I was about to say, Glitch says no one look, and he changes clothes into the
What
chainmail spider climb.
is that considered heavy armor?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll take you about, I think, 10 minutes, I think, is what it takes to get
Does it
into.
really take that long?
I'll have to look it up. There's time limits depending on the level of armor, whether it's light, medium, or heavy. Maybe it's only like a minute or two. I think it's only a couple minutes.
I'll search it real quick.
D&D 5th edition.
Okay, once I'm on the roof, I put the hound's corpse down.
Yep,
'Cause
he
I still have
he
that.
Still has that. So
I had to hold the whole time. I can, like, throw one of you up here.
Heavy armor to dawn is 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'll be up in the air and I'll just.
But we'll say, I mean,
Oh, boy.
that makes me think like plate mail because you're fastening all these.
But you
these
can actually just pick 'em up
latches
and
and
you burn
belts
them.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But chainmail, you just slip over your armor or over your thing. So I'm gonna say it
I
only
am
takes you about a
heavy
minute
as
or two to get all
I could get
your spider
Vixen up
hooks
there.
and chains put into place.
is Attack on Titan armor.
Okay, I'll leave that up to the DM. Yeah, I'll take a minute and equip it.
Okay, so you guys have already gone up.
I'm gonna go back down and try and help Vixen get up there.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I lifted him above the fog earlier. I think I could do it again.
So,
Kinda sleepy.
Glitch, you're the one putting the armor on. Roll the D8.
Yeah.
Dolores is fine.
It's a
This is
1
home base.
again.
I go through the house.
All right. So as you're putting your armor on, you stare off into the fog, and at the end of the alleyway, again you see not Flick. Well, so it wouldn't be again, but you see Dr. Fitz, and he's standing there, just staring you down, looking at you quizzically.
Fitz, is that you?
There's no response.
I'll call out and
He's
see
staring
if
at you.
a response. So is this really Fitz, or am I, like, seeing things?
You don't.
Looks real enough to you.
Well,
Does anyone else see him?
actually,
Does
that's a
anybody
good
have
question.
eyes? Does anybody have eyes on Glitch?
He's sitting in the middle of the intersection, donning his chainmail.
When he told everybody not to look, Delaris looked harder.
I like how you use the term harder.
Well, as soon as my
What
armor's
do that
on,
booty do?
I'm going to use my free detect magic for the day. Pull out my magic scanner.
Okay. So when you pop your detect magic scan, you see a haze coming from the now unconscious / deceased dwarf in the mech exosuit, and then you just see weird pings all around you off in the distance.
Can I tell what kind of magic they are?
It seems more on like the curse side, kind of necrotic.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, there's cursed necrotic magic floating around us right now.
So you don your armor. Vixen, with the help of Malazar, you can make it as a straight roll with a dexterity check. Omal floats up, makes it up there.
I go through the house.
You go through the house?
Through the house.
Through the building, it's not a house.
Yeah, building.
So the door, make a strength check so you can get through it.
That's rough, buddy. That's an 8.
14.
Okay, so you shoulder through the door, crashes through easily. looks pretty rotted. Vixen gets about halfway up and slips and falls. He gets halfway up, and then you just see him looking around, confused as to where he's at and what he should be doing. And lets go. And he drops to the ground and takes 2 bludgeoning damage.
I get up and I walk through the door that
Okay.
Dolores just hit.
Make a investigation check, Dolores. Glitch, with your armor on, you just make it right up the wall. No
10.
Alright, so you stumble through this building. You finally find stairs leading up to the 2nd floor. And then you stumble around for a couple minutes. You guys can hear this crashing of this large armored dragon born beneath you guys. But you can't seem to find any entrance to the rooftop. Vixen, if you want to help, you can roll with disadvantage.
I radio Vixen real quick. If you guys find a window, I can try to pull you up.
Okay.
Oh, that's...
Yep.
It's 23.
Okay, yeah. At disadvantage, did you roll twice?
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice. Still not too bad. 16.
Okay, so you eventually find a small ladder that leads to a hatch that, when you pop it open, takes you guys to the roof.
So right as he says, find a window and I'll pull you up, pop up to the roof, go, no, we're good.
Alright, so you're all on the rooftop. As you look around, you see this hazy smog stuff reaches just to the top of the rooftop, and you guys are out of it. Everybody on the rooftop no longer has their point of exhaustion. You feel like you can breathe much better. So, whoever failed their wisdom saves in the alleyway, I knew Vixen did. Did you fail it, Delaris?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You guys look around, and you can't, even though you feel better, you can't figure out what direction's north, what direction's south. You feel completely lost.
So I have advantage against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. Does that help in this case?
No, this isn't really being charmed.
Okay.
Okay. So, anybody that wants to look around is welcome to make a perception check.
Probably could do that.
Oh, that's a bad one.
It's a natural
21.
1
I got an
for a total of 7.
So everybody else is amazed at this smog, and they're seeing odd shapes moving through it, and they seem very distracted. Glitch, again with his learned doctor eyes, looks around, and you see that the main road you guys came from really isn't that far off. I mean, you're talking a block or two over, a few seconds jaunt to get to it. Off in the distance to the north, deeper into the smog, you do see a cluster of shapes moving, and they're coming in your direction. But they're a good ways off.
We should,
Guys, we can't stay here long. We need to get moving. There's incoming. But we're not far from the road.
well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All I know, guys, on an arbitrary 90-point scale, almost feeling about a 15.
So how are you guys doing this? Are you guys start leaping from rooftop to rooftop? You're going to climb back down and run?
I don't care how beat up I am. I absolutely want to leap rooftop to rooftop.
You're going to try out your boots?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
fast.
How far is building to building?
You probably got about a 15-foot jump. 15 to 10 foot.
I'm not exhausted.
Can I
take it?
Yeah.
Can I double dash and just hard as I can jump?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
No bonuses? Or is it just lower DC because I can float? We'll find
if
out.
you're using your boots,
Like the moment I kick off, I want my boots to float me.
okay. Yeah, make yourself. Let's do a dexterity check. Yeah.
Dexterity check.
I'll just fly. See you guys over there.
I mean, okay.
So is the road within 30
So
feet?
18 on my dex check.
I'd say your road would. I'd say you're about 100 feet from it.
100 feet. Okay.
I'm gonna hop it as well. That's an athletics, you said?
What are you doing, Dixon?
I'm gonna hop the roof as well.
Okay, make an athletics check. Glitch, what'd you say you're doing?
Let's see.
Anybody jumping, just make an athletics check.
Oh, should I redo mine
I'm
as
just gonna
athletics?
I'm not going to be able to make an athletics
12.
check.
I rolled a nat 1.
12.
12, natural 1. What did you get, Glitch?
I'm just climbing down. There's no way I'm
okay.
making an athletics check.
So
Or is the fog?
So you jump over the edge, and your spider arms reach out and clamp the side of the building and just start moving you down the side of the building, no problem. But you are beaten to the ground by a falling Delaris, who leaps from the building, doesn't get anywhere near the other side, and just slams into the ground.
Does anybody else hear the...
Did you at least do a superhero landing to make it look cool?
You take 14 bludgeoning damage.
God.
It's a D10 per 10 foot.
Yes, it is.
It would be so funny if you were unconscious right now. It would be so funny.
And as you hit the ground, Delaris, you hit the ground first, roll a D8.
I love how everybody forgot the donuts in there. I open it up.
7.
I thought I was going to take the whole thing off.
As you stand up, make a con save.
15.
Okay, you're fine.
You lucky son.
Glitch, make a con save.
Did you make it to the other rooftop?
18.
Okay, you're both good. You take a
You didn't
deep
tell me
breath
I
as you
fell.
hit the ground. As you stand up and right yourself, Delaris, you take a deep breath. And you feel that same burning sensation go through your lungs. But you're unable to shrug it off this time. Both of you are. So you have
I'm just going to take off in the direction of the road.
You have 3 members on the next rooftop. You feel like you could run across that rooftop and make it to the main road, and 2 members on the ground running.
Can I give them this?
It's a theft.
Oh, no.
As you guys make it out into the main road, you clear the fog. The fog just immediately ends as it hits the road. And make a perception check, Glitch.
I'll give him a little piece if you just want to give him something.
Alright. That'd be 14.
You don't need that.
14. You turn around and look, and you see a cluster of humanoid-shaped figures, probably about 40 or 50 feet away from you, back in the fog, and they just stop, and they're just standing there staring at you.
I'm betting I know what those are.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's good we got out of that fog.
Yeah, wow. That was about to get way worse.
All right, so you guys are back on the main road. What direction would you like to go? West is the way you came from. East is towards the gate to leave the Foundry District.
Hey, Dolores, have an idea.
Or you can.
I can't hear you.
You can trudge through.
I don't have
You can
comms.
judging by how all the other districts are. You have a gate to the north and south that would lead towards the inner and outer travel ring, but you would have to go through the fog to get to them. Or you can go east, which will take you into the Tinker District. There we go. Yep, you can go east, and it'll be the gate into the Tinker District.
I say we go east.
Bella.
We already know what's that way.
The path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys trudge off to the east. And as you walk for a few minutes, let's have Malazar can roll a d8.
4.
4. As you're walking and you look off into the fog, several times you swear you see Flick motioning as if he's in panic and he's needing help. But then, judging by what you saw earlier, you keep going, and then a few minutes later, you look off into the fog, and there's Flick again, and he's laying on the ground, motioning for help.
So just on his back on.
And but by this point, you guys have learned your lesson, and you trudge on through. And as you get to about the center of the district, you see a pillar shooting up in the center of the road. Looks very similar to the red one you saw when you first came in, and the purple one that you saw back when you were fighting the Hound. But this one it almost looks like there's various lava chutes that run throughout the district that's guiding the lava to and fro. But it looks like somebody has partially destroyed one of them and then cut a very rough, quickly cut trough in the ground, almost like a ditch that's a few feet deep and probably about 5 to 10 foot wide. That comes away from the lava trough and then encircles the pillar that has a bluish white tint to it. It encircles it in lava and then continues on south and disappears. And there's just roiling lava that's sending up steam and smoke all in a circle around this thing. And it's blocking your path. So if you want to get around it, you either have to go north into the fog, south into the fog, or get across this lava, which is only 5 to 10 foot wide. As long as you don't roll a 1, you should be fine.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Tim is nervous.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can kick with my boots.
And you've probably got a 5 foot walkway around this pillar that this lava trough has left you guys.
I shoot the pillar with my
I was just starting to fucking
with my ray of frost cantrip.
So you walk up to the lava and
Yep.
shoot across. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. So how close are you getting to it?
I'm getting within about 5 feet of that lava.
He casts
Okay.
cone
So you
of
walk up to
cold.
the lava and you really feel the heat just emanating off it. It's almost like you're standing in the middle of a raging fire, almost to the point where it's feeling uncomfortable. And you reach your hand out, and as the ray of frost extends, it gets about 3 or 4 feet before you just see the ray of frost just melt and turn into almost rainwater that hits the lava and hisses and disappears.
All right.
Well, now we know that it does that.
Well, I'm gonna jump over.
Just from where you're at standing?
I'm gonna take like 10 feet back and get a running start.
Good. So the mechanics for jumping is if you just stand and jump, it's one thing, but if you run and jump, it doubles your jumping distance.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
Just so you guys are aware.
All
Much
right.
easier DC if you get a run and start. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna fucking jump it.
I'm gonna fly.
You're gonna fly? Alright.
I'm gonna bound across.
Ooh, yeah. What is that, athletics?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run and jump, I said, right?
22.
22. Okay, so you make it easily. You
How was it you
just
said to
leap
math
it.
that? Or I'm running and jumping.
You do
Yeah,
it.
just give me an athletic check.
No, just do. Oh yeah, you do.
And
You
then
do
I'm
what
gonna
you
do
want.
the
Good.
ray of frost again.
19.
19?
19.
Okay, yeah, you make it.
Am I doing athletics or dex with my boots? Oh, well, I did something.
Dex.
So if I use the boots, it's dex, and if I don't use the boots, it's athletics.
Because athletics is your own prowess to get you across. With your boots, it's dex to see if you can control it and not go off course. Because you're just sliding like you're going across ice once you're using them.
Oh, there's no sense in using them then, because my strength's way better than my dex.
It helps you get across larger distances, but you could go haywire and shoot off in the wrong direction.
I'll just no boots, just jump in 17.
Okay, you make it.
He's so funny. He
Malazar's
lost control of
fine
the boots and it
with
puts
their
you
flight.
just straight along parallel
Blitz,
with
what'd you do?
I guess I'll just jump across.
it. You're super decisive today.
Oh, 13.
We're almost
So, Glitch runs and jumps. Barely clears it, makes it to the edge, but he starts to teeter as if he's going to fall backwards.
I grab him.
Make
Pull
a
him.
dexterity save.
Dexterity save?
Because you're trying to reach out and grab him.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's the DM? Who's the DM?
Oh, that's a 4.
Oh no.
Tim.
Glitch, you are free falling backwards.
Homie, throw
Okay,
those
I'm
eyes
going
close
to
am
use
I
a
to
Misty
look?
Step and move 30 feet away from the lava.
In what direction?
Just the same direction we were going
Oh,
to
wait.
jump across.
Okay, so
It's actually an 8. I was looking at my dex
so
bonus. 8's probably not much better.
Delaris reaches out and grabs just the hem of part of your clothing, and it tears off. He grabs just the very edge of it. So you now have a small fist-sized tear in your cloak. But as you do, or as it tears off and you start to fall, you just disappear and reappear. Let's see, 5. You got a 10-foot wide pillar, 15. Okay, yeah, you appear exactly on the edge of the lava on the other side. Like you were perfectly on the road, and if you had been 5 feet in the other direction, you would have appeared in the middle of the lava. So 30 feet is a good number there.
It's convenient.
All right, so everybody else is on. So you're putting Ray of Frost again.
I am. See what
How
happens.
close are you getting to the pillar?
Within a couple feet, I guess.
Okay.
So isn't it only a 5-foot walkway?
Yeah. So you either put your hand directly on it or just kind of pull it away and shoot it from.
Maybe about that.
Okay. So as you put your hand up and cast Ray of Frost, it partially sputters to life. You see the same effect that the lava's been causing. I mean, you guys are in the middle of a raging inferno. You're encircled by lava, and it's sputtering out rainwater. And you see a single fleck of icy snow barely touch the pillar before it melts, and you just see the slightest foam for a split second before it goes away.
Indeed.
So my theory with this is, if we want these pillars to stay lit up, we also need to we need blood.
Is your nose still bleeding?
My everything's bleeding.
That's my theory.
Glitch is on the other side of the lava. You guys, everybody but Tim, I guess, can hear him say
Wait,
this.
do we want to light the pillars? Because the Hound wanted us to light that pillar. And then we lit the
I don't know
pillar.
if it's a good thing to light these pillars.
I'm
I
kinda
really
nervous about
am
it.
questioning that.
Alright, well then I guess I go across the other side.
So, all right.
I
So,
watch
Glitch,
intently.
Glitch said don't.
so, if you guys would like to jump the lava, you have a very narrow path. So, if you'd like to get a running jump, I'm going to need a dexterity check to run along this narrow path, and then an athletics check to get across the lava.
I'm just
Alright.
gonna fly over.
Okay, that's where it takes off.
Alright.
With-
Dex check
With our hacksaw character.
is a 12.
Okay,
And athletics check
15.
is a 20.
You make it.
Yes.
It's the dex check you said.
Yep. You start to stumble a little as you run.
Dex
and-
check was a nat 20 for a 23.
Perfect, and you get precariously close to falling over the edge, but you make it and jump just in time.
And do I need to go ahead
Athletics,
and
yeah.
athletics?
That'll do.
And athletics is a 24.
Yep, you make it across, no problem.
So I guess I'm jumping too. Where am I?
Are you in the middle with us?
I don't know. I guess I
You're in
am.
the center, yeah.
Okay.
You
Where
ran
am
and
I?
jumped.
Okay.
You have,
I'm just-
you have like a 5-foot wide path to go jump over.
Yeah, he's a monk. He's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's like
I
double
can-
what he needs.
Okay. Is the top of the pillar flat?
Yeah.
I get on top of the pillar because I have many ways of doing that,
Yeah. Easy enough.
and then I just jump over there to the other side.
All right,
with
make
a height
an
bonus.
athletics. So now you have 15.
Nat 20.
Perfect, because you have an extra 5 feet you're jumping over from the top of the pillar.
That's fine.
So you just see an Omal just soaring through the sky like a meteor,
I do a superhero landing.
and he crashes into the ground. And with your slow fall monk ability, he
Yep,
just
and my boots. I mean,
hits it effortlessly. All right, so you guys are all back together on the other side of the lava, and you have the second half of the district to charge through.
it's like I had an extra 5 feet to clear, but I also was on a longer arc.
All right, so you
I
guys,
say we stay on the main road and just get out of here.
you don't want to head due south and
Or-
walk straight through the fog?
Or ask, where's your... Since we're not in the smog or fog anymore, what's your ping say?
Hang on, I'm gonna ask him.
She tried using it earlier when she was on the main road.
Oh, okay. I thought
Can we
were
try
in
it
the
again?
smog.
Maybe he's closer.
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
16.
Okay, he's somewhere to the east.
All right, so let's keep heading east.
Yeah, let's keep going to the east.
All right, so you guys trudge
your
on.
dice.
We'll have Delaris and Vixian both roll a d8.
7.
Oh
Three.
gosh, I'm spreading hair everywhere.
So
We live in it.
the
We
whole
live in-
time you guys are
All the
walking,
time.
you just hear moans in the distance. Ah, ah.
Hot.
And about part of the way through your walk, you hear another male adult in the distance shouting for help.
It's a trap.
This area is supposed to be abandoned, correct?
Yes.
There's moans that we can't see, but here's
Figures we
And
haven't
there's-
seen.
some's body is in theirs.
All I can think is they're starting to harmonize with each other, and then they perfectly start singing "Sweet Child of Mine."
The fog.
Oh, I was gonna
starts
say-
vibrating.
I was gonna say the theme from Halo.
Does anyone else hear sea shanties? Yeah, it's a trap, guys. I don't
Which
know.
is very uncomfortable here. Let's just keep moving.
What?
All
I
right.
keep going.
Which every now and then sends a gust into the fog to see if he can blow it away.
A gust. And
Yeah.
Careful, those are lethal.
Interesting enough, as you gust into it with the wind, I mean, it partially kind of parts for you for a few seconds.
I wish I would have thought of that earlier. Man.
So as you guys trudge on, after a few minutes, you see the gate, the large gate that leads into the Tinker District. And on either side of it is a guard shack.
God.
And as you approach, you're greeted by silence.
Nobody?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Buddy?
From the fog, you hear. "Hey, buddy." No.
God, I didn't know.
I'm not your buddy, girl.
Can I search the guard shack?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Which one, left or right?
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'll go to the right.
Okay, you go to the right.
I'll go to the left.
All right, make
19.
an investigation check.
this
Lamar.
way.
What'd you get?
I'll go home.
19.
Okay, so you look into the guard shack, and there's a window, few feet by few feet, big enough for you to crawl through. Are you crawling in, or are you investigating from the window?
I'll definitely crawl in.
Do you
Okay,
have your,
Amal.
do you have your crawl in armor?
Amal. 3. Are you from the window, or did you crawl in?
I was looking through the window.
Okay, so Glitch climbs in, and he sees the same button that he saw that you guys saw on the other shacks, and then you see the same lock from the other shacks, and you look around for a few minutes, and you find a shelf that's with a drawer that's kind of been busted open, and as you pull it open, you find a large key in it. Amal, looking through the window. Oh, and it looks to be covered in dust. It doesn't look like anybody's been in there for a while. Amal looks through the window
Leads me to believe this is indeed.
and sees a half-eaten body lying on the floor,
Ooh.
covered in blood.
Oh.
I
That's all he
elbow him all, and I say, "You gonna finish?"
That
this?"
seems to distract him from his 3 investigation check he made to see anything else.
I climb in. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Tim's over
I'm
there
gonna grab
anime,
that
like,
key and I'm gonna stick it in the keyhole and turn.
Okay, so as Amal climbs in, you hear a loud clunk, and you see. Make a perception check.
Oh no.
That was a small window. Did you think that?
I don't know. Perception check?
Yeah.
That's going to be like an 11. Just a second.
knowing him all, he just pushes his face against it, but it shatters like.
Oh, it's much better than that. It's 15.
Okay, so that's good. As you're climbing in, you see the large lock on the wall try to turn, and it doesn't. And the gate kind of makes a loud shuddering noise and kind of shakes, and then like it's trying to move and then doesn't.
Do
And
I?
that happened, which you wouldn't know, but that happened. Glitch, you would know that it tried to do that as you turn the key.
Radio, you doing something over there,
Amal,
bud?
how about you? Yeah, I turned a key. Check a drawer. There should be a giant key in it, and if we turn them at the same time, maybe that gate will open.
I look at the floor because that one guy got locked in place and then pulled off to the Shadow Realm, and I want to avoid stepping on anything that's on the
They
floor
both
like that.
zipped off to the left and right. They didn't go down. When they got pulled off, they went, whoop.
I like to think they're okay.
I'm nervous, but I'm going for it.
Okay, so
Where's
you're
the
looking at
drawer?
floor?
I look for the drawer.
Make an investigation check. If you're looking for drawers, make an investigation check.
That'll probably do. 17.
So looking through the drawers, you find some old crumpled up papers with notes written down, like, you know, guard bill went through at such and such time. Foundry worker, you know, such and such went through at this time. You find old paper crumpled up, nibbled on by what looks like rats and stuff. And you find no key in the drawers.
No key over here.
Why is there no key in the drawer?
I found their cell phone. Yeah, no key. What?
Yeah, looking through the drawers, you find no key in the drawers.
I look at the corpse.
Okay, so are you just gonna stare at him, or are you gonna?
No, I'm searching that boy.
All right.
I'm searching that bloody half-eaten boy.
He's gonna finish eating that thing.
No, I don't want to get sick.
All right,
I
so
like
make an
heartbeats.
investigation check. All right, you reach into that bloody mess, and
Just pull out a spleen.
it's once
get
I mean
that
once
far.
once you're looking, it's easy enough to see the
My
key.
bag is the key.
It looks like it had been in the lock at one point and then fell out into this bloody mess, and it's right there in front of you. But as you reach for it, I need you to make a dexterity save at disadvantage because you rolled so low on your perception check. You don't see this happening.
Okay. You read that?
No.
That's a natty 1.
All right. So
I'm going to the shadow rope, guys.
you hear Omal shout in his turtly voice as the arm of this half-eaten body that was obscured by him laying on his side slides out as a tentacle.
Can I do a Gears of War curb stomp?
Wraps around your arm, and you are currently grappled.
Can I do a Gears of War curb stomp?
If you would like to make an attack,
Yeah.
you just hear.
My feet are magic, right? So this is an arm strike, and I'm a bug. Okay, let's see what happens. It's natural 17, and that's like plus 6. 7. It's plus 7
Okay.
for
So
my
you said
curb stomp.
So make it. Roll your damage.
Okay, so 1, 2,
Bad dog, you go girl.
that would be 7 magical damage.
Okay, so as you look down to stomp this corpse that's laying on the ground, as you push into it, he feels much squishier than a body should, and you notice all these like pimply, wart, volcano-y things pockmarked all over the body, and as you push in with your foot, they all expel a noxious gas, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, that'll do. That's gonna be 21.
Okay, so as it sprays you in the face, you take a breath and you just feel it emanate through your body, and in your mind you hear a voice that says, "You can't stay away from me forever." And it sounds exactly like the voice from when you were cursed by the hound. But then you breathe out quickly, and the noxious fumes leave with it, and the voice goes away.
Is it still grappling me?
Yeah.
I'd stomp again.
Okay.
I've got like
Make an
3
attack.
attacks, 2 attacks. I don't remember. Nat 20.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Holy shit. Max. So 12 on the die plus 3, so 15.
You put your foot through the center of that pussy mass. Make a wisdom save.
That's the sound that happens.
Nat 19 plus 21.
Okay, so you save, but again, it sprays out in your face, and you realize that it's not made any attempt to move or do anything to you since it's latched onto you.
I break the grapple.
Make a strength save. But as you breathe in, you hear the voice again that says, "Omal, you could have so much fun together."
Man, we've been through this.
We could.
13.
I love myself.
Would you roll?
13.
Okay, so you pull, and the tentacle just rips off, and it's still wrapped around you. You didn't roll high enough to get the tentacle off, but you rolled high enough
That's
to
fine.
rip it
I
off.
mean, I can deal with
So you
that.
have a bloody tentacle hanging, like wrapped around your arm.
I can deal with that. I take the key.
All right, so you've got the key. Glitch.
Alright, radio glitch to tell him now.
Glitch. When you turned the key and it made that shuddering noise, after 2 seconds, the lock turned back and the key popped out.
Okay, Glitch.
Okay, so I'll
on my mark.
again.
For a sound for that.
And
Amal just said on my mark.
Mark!
okay.
And they scream.
Alright, as he says mark, I'll stick it in the turn.
Yep.
Sorry, sometimes it looks like you can't hear what he's saying.
Sometimes just one
I think there's like a second or two delay. Okay, so
Yeah, there is.
so both of you make a sleight of hand check.
It doesn't taste bad.
Oh,
Oh, no. Guys, I'm rolling bad all of a sudden.
What? Glitch?
it's cute.
21 for me.
21. Okay. 6. So Glitch turns,
Tim.
and then a second later, Omal
Sister
turns.
Fister.
And you hear a shuddering noise as the gate tries to open. But as Omal is trying to stick his key in, Glitch has already turned it, and the lock tries to turn, and his key only goes in like a half inch before it's kicked out.
Dang it.
And nothing happens.
So just the tip then.
Let's try it again.
You said mark.
I did.
On mark or after mark? Alright, try it again.
Okay. Put the keys in the lock. Let's put our keys in the lock and don't turn them yet. Tell me when your key's in the lock.
Delaris and Dixion, make
Keys in the lock.
perception checks.
Okay,
I was playing
my
soft
key's in the
puppets.
lock. I'm
Ooh,
gonna
nat
count to
one.
3, and
Perception?
on 3 it'll be
Fucking
1, 2,
natural
3.
You guys are walking through that gate. Let me through. You see nothing else.
I'm just like, I'm
How's that? You
glitched.
can make one
I'm
if
just
you
glitched
want.
out walking
Okay.
I was just
along
hoping
beside the
that-
gate.
yeah,
On 3. You say 3, we
The
turn.
moment I say 3, we turn the keys.
I'm
Okay.
T-posing.
Alright, both of you make a sleight of hand
Roll a
check.
20.
Okay, so while the rest of the guys are staring down the gate saying, let me through.
Same roll.
6.
13.
This close. Again, the key pops out.
Dude, we're just building dramatic tension. Is what we're
And
doing.
Vixen and Delaris are staring at this gate. Let's get through. Malazar looks off to the-
Vixian's T-posing. Like,
Nice jail.
Malazar looks to the left, and you see a group of silhouetted forms standing about 30 feet from you. And as you're staring at them,
I just
it looks like more and more are showing up. You look to
Maybe
your,
you should count, Doctor.
you look to your right, and you see a group of shapes about 30, 40 feet off, and they're just more and more coming in. And as you look down, you have view of several different alleyways, and each alleyway is just slowly filling up.
Guys,
And as they come more and more together, you can kind of see them like they're almost like small balloons inflating and deflating. And as they're doing that, the fog is slowly drifting closer to you guys.
Oh god, it's those things from Resident Evil 6.
Keys in the lock.
Keys in the lock.
guys.
Keys in the lock. Doctor, you
On
count.
3.
On 3.
1, 2, 3. Actual 20, total of 23.
18.
For a total of...
No, it's total of 18.
Okay, good. So you guys are within 5 of each other. That's what I was looking for.
Thank
What?
God.
That was.
Because you have to do it at the same time. Doesn't worry about how good you do it. It's
I hope
just...
Travis enjoys this natural 20, the only one he'll get the game.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good thing your bonus
Totally.
wasn't any higher, Travis, because if you had gotten a 24, you wouldn't have gotten
You
it.
would have just broke the key.
So you guys stick it in and turn
Okay.
it,
That's what she said.
and the gate just starts to slide open.
Shouldn't
And
have stood up to T-pose because I said
Hey, let's
down
keep
too
these
hard and
keys.
sat square on my-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and that's
We're
when
holding
you
on to the
know,
key.
and that's when the rest of you notice the fog is getting closer.
Jesus.
Let's go.
I need Omal and Glitch to make a dexterity check to get through the window.
Is there like an auto pick? You can just hit Y.
Oh, that'll do. That's gonna be a 21.
Okay.
21.
Both, now you
Now
got
you roll the same.
21. All right, so you
Synergy.
so Omal does a turtley dive through it effortlessly. Glitch's spider
big
legs
window.
shoot out and grab the window and just pull him through Doc Ock style. And he lands on the ground, and you guys book it through the gate.
So we're talking tentacles. And...
He's
Yeah,
got
I'm
his
casting
spider
Gust the
climb on.
whole way.
Did you guys take the keys with you?
You're casting
Yes.
Gust, pushing the fog away.
Yeah, the whole way.
And I'm going.
Yeah.
I'll flap my wings at it.
Yeah, you're just.
Okay. So you
Vixian
guys,
just farts.
what's the duration on your track person or whatever you cast?
Nice.
Locate
Yes, I am.
creature.
My poor car.
Duration of 1 hour. Okay, so you're good. That's a 4th level spell.
It's gonna rain. tomorrow.
Spicy.
All right, so
What do
you
you
guys
say?
push through the gate and enter the Tinker District.
Does the gate close behind us?
As you get through, it almost immediately starts to close behind you.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that they waited for the key to pop out, I mean, you make it through by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Because it normally opens, and then as it starts to close, the keys then kick out, so that way the gate can't stay open. And they kick out, and you guys jump through the window, and then have to just really bust it through the gate to get out.
So whatever was in the fog cannot follow us.
Or down.
We stole the keys.
They might do that weird World War Z thing. Where they just climb each other. I'm giving him ideas, I should say.
Monster pyramid.
Hey, I wanted to know what your guys' requests were. You're giving me all kinds of good requests.
Good enough.
Alright, so you guys,
Good.
you
Let's
push
pay the thing.
into the
Calling
Tinker
baby
District.
That's what I used to
And
call my son.
you're met by
Baby
a
T?
much
His name was
livelier
Tom.
scene than what the last few districts have. The mining
I used to
district
call him T-Dog. Sorry.
obviously had work hours, and you guys made it there between shifts. The military district was dealing with the cacophony of murder and the Queen's Guard, and the Foundry district obviously had nobody there. But as you push into the Tinker district, you see just rows and rows of what looks like small shops, but it's not like the market district where people are like hawking goods to sell things to you. You just see odd contraptions just lining the walls, hanging out of the windows, in the streets. Here and there you see bits of Empire tech. You see odd gnomish technology lying around. You look over and see what looks like an old Empire dropship that's been gutted and ripped to pieces. And there are gnomes and dwarves just running everywhere. And every individual shop has its own person sitting in the middle of it that's like working on stuff with saws and screws and hammers. And as you walk by, they all kind of look up at you and say, "Oh, my services are reasonably priced. What can I build for you? What can I make for you? The sky's the limit."
Neck. I want one.
Me too.
You had one, and you chose to stop being the cat.
Yeah, but I like this guy way better. What?
Sorry, I didn't have one.
He loves beards, huh?
Glitch. Make a perception check.
Am I just the perception guy now?
No, this is specifically for you.
Oh,
I shouldn't pop up.
that would be 22.
22. Your wrist pings. And as you look down, it pops up with awaiting commands.
Hit self-destruct. Hit self-destruct. Hit self-destruct.
That's not the one you... No. Wait, I don't know what that means.
This is interesting.
Hit self-destruct.
I'm going to I'm going to try and make it move 5 feet.
Okay, so you're hitting your wrist and saying move 5 feet. What direction?
Let's see. We're headed east. How about north?
Okay. You press it in. You wait a few seconds, and just what you're used to before, whenever a mech completes a command, it pops up. Ding! Command complete.
Bring it to your
Okay.
location.
So I don't see anything.
No.
Don't see him.
Well, I mean, you can make a perception check. You
hear
might
it.
see something depending on how you roll.
Did I hear it move or anything like that? Let's see. Perception's been good to me. 20. Modified.
Modified.
I was like, oh man, too.
Okay. You look around and you're just surrounded by a cacophony of sounds of everybody's working on some type of machinery, and there's just noise everywhere. But what you do see is the districts are large, but if you look up, you can see the walls and the gates from farther away because they're large enough. And these gates are much larger than the ones you're used to that lead out to the outer ring. And you see them opening up, and rolling through these gates is a large destroyed airship that looks very familiar, being rolled in by multiple construction mechs that are pulling it. Not your airship.
So
not,
would this
the
be
ones that you guys crashed in the Gnomish district.
Hey, Marge,
Okay.
was that yours, by the way?
The airship? The Dwarven airship?
Oh, Dwarven? Oh, I thought you said Empire. My bad. My brain didn't go
I tend to
there.
forget Marge is with you guys. I didn't roll a single time for her in the Founder district. Let's see if she made it out. No, she's back there. She's dead.
Honest to God,
Fail.
surprised you can keep track of like half of us, man.
She would have made that. She would have made that. She would have failed that. Okay. So she would have taken a lot of fire damage. Okay. Alright, so overall she took 22 fire damage from failing her con saves. But she made it with you guys at least.
Oh,
Good job, Marge.
Put her back then.
Okay.
I'm going to say one more thing.
Marge is wheezing. Yeah.
Tobacco is whack.
Butch is going to activate the jump jet.
The jump jets.
And just make this neck jump straight up.
Okay.
Oh no.
What? Just tell it to go straight up. Alright, make a perception check.
Please don't fail me now. Wow. I just rolled a natural 1. Right to both them.
It's about as faily as the fail
All right.
can get.
Do not beg the dice again.
So
They do not respond
let's
well to bitchery.
have Omal.
Yeah.
We'll have
Dice
you
give
roll
it, and
perception
the
check
dice
too,
take it.
because this
The dice gods. Do I need to make a roll?
I just read it. What could you do? 9.
okay.
Okay.
Again, you guys are surrounded by construction noises, banging on metal, loud pieces of machinery running. You don't hear or see anything.
I'm telling you, Doc. Self-destruct button.
Omal wants you to hit the self-destruct button. Nuclear!
Clear.
We're going mushroom hunting.
While they're doing this, I asked the shopkeep that asked if we need anything, where the closest inn is, so we could rest.
You see an old grizzled gnome, and he looks up and goes, "Huh? Inn? Nobody sleeps in the Tinker District. You'd have to go back to the Market District."
Well, then I'm gonna need some of the crack you guys have then.
Master Yoda.
He says, "You guys working long hours. The king gives us many tools." And you see him palm a few that looks like small pieces of candy, and he shoves them in his mouth and crunches on them
Did you get your banky?
enthusiastically.
Did you get your banky? No, you were just trying to trick me.
Candy.
Candy. All right,
See, that's
you guys
that's
got,
Ooh,
methamphetamine.
piece of candy.
you guys got
That
a
takes
couple
one.
minutes left. What would you like to do as your final act in
he's
the
candy.
Tinker District?
He's candy. Such a good cat.
Frankly, I'm broke after buying the shoes, so there's not much I can do.
Yep, that's a cord.
Yeah, how about we, maybe we should get off to the side of the road and...
Can we find somewhere to take a long rest?
A
That's
long,
what I
a
just
long
asked
rest
about.
of 8 hours.
It's gonna fall down on the
Rest.
Glitch, where are you going? What are you doing?
Everybody set up.
Maybe we should get off to the side somewhere more quiet and take a short rest.
Okay.
Banky.
So Glitch is requesting a short rest off in an alleyway somewhere.
I second that motion.
I turned that motion.
So make an investigation check, Glitch.
Right there. Did you hear me say turd that motion?
Investigation. I'm allegedly good at that.
He can't do
17.
Okay, so you find an alleyway easy enough, and there, like I said, there's just junk everywhere. So you kind of have to climb over some of this junk, but eventually you find an empty spot, and you actually see a couple shops that are nearby in that alleyway that are dim and don't have anybody in them at the time. So I mean, you got the dark alleyway you can rest in. You can climb into one of the unused shops and take a break or whatever you'd like to do.
Unused
We could.
shop.
Could we possibly take a long rest in one of the shops?
I mean, potentially you could take a long rest anywhere you want. It's just what happens to you during that 8 hours, whether.
Yeah.
Can I
And it's evening time.
can I
so-
summon my dogs to guard the shop while we sleep? I could conjure animals.
Wait, how long would it take us just to get back to our inn?
We don't know.
Yeah, but we have to get back here though.
Oh,
I submit that we go into one of these shops.
We could sleep on the roof. I mean,
we have somebody.
I was thinking a short rest.
So I can
Because we could heal up a little bit.
I can give you an idea of where you're at.
Travis could cast that dome hut thing.
Dome.
Yeah, I don't have that.
God damn it.
Where's my map?
Hi, my name's Seth. All my ideas are stupid.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I can't find. Well, so you guys, you just came out of the Foundry District. You're in the Tinker District, and the city is shaped like a spoked wheel. In the Tinker District, you can go back to the Foundry District, or if you continue on north now, because you've wrapped around the spoke, and now it's either southwest or north to continue along the main road. To the north would lead you into the Construction District, and then to the east would lead you to the outer travel circle, and to the west would lead you to the inner travel circle. So you have Construction District, Foundry, inner outer travel, and then you're in the Tinker District.
Construction District is where we're supposed to go for
Yeah, it is where we're supposed to go.
Dragonborn.
But we're all
But we all need a break.
quite
And-
almost.
Yeah, we really needs to.
And to the east, for the outer travel circle, there are currently you see the same procession of the large airship. I mean, that thing was massive. Those of you that were there, so no Dolaris and no Malazar. But Glitch, Omal, and Vixen would remember this massive airship that you guys downed.
Yep.
You can roll through.
That was a good time.
I think if we have the chance, we should long rest. It'll reset everybody.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. But
I mean,
is this
these
time
shops,
sensitive?
We'll
no
leave
one's in
them
these
some
shops
gold
right
for their
now.
trouble.
But if we just try and sleep in the shop, there's a good chance we run into trouble.
Well,
Yep.
they said it's getting dark, so it's almost night.
But also leave a pile of gold.
You're looking at maybe 6-ish, 7-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got it. We can go back into the Foundry District.
And sleep there?
Yeah.
That's safe.
On the roof.
You'd probably be safe if you slept on that pillar. Nothing's getting crushed that lava.
See, you say that.
Maybe not even me.
Keyword probably. Well, either way,
Well,
I'm about
Ceaseless
tapped.
discharge.
yeah, I'm pretty close to.
So you guys crawl into a shop and take a short rest, long rest?
I think we have enough time to take a long rest before anybody gets back, and then we just leave like some gold and a note.
They already said they don't sleep here, bud.
Yeah.
Fuck, I missed that, didn't I?
They munched on their crack and speed and
I was gonna say,
Yeah, right.
seriously though, the
Okay.
rooftops here have been like flattish, right? I mean, ish.
Yeah, let's take a nap on the roof.
Yeah,
Let's just go up there and make camp.
Standard dwarven architecture is just squat square buildings.
Let's go on the roof, set up camp,
They
take a
wanted to
nap.
notice we're up there. They're too short.
Exactly.
They don't have ladders.
Funny thing is most of these buildings look shorter than your average buildings. They all seem to be tailored towards the gnomes and the dwarf size in this area because when you looked around, you did not see a single other race other than dwarfs and gnomes.
Yep.
I think the roof might be
Well,
our
if
better
you want
bet.
I
to
think the roof is a better
I'm good.
Okay, so you guys all climb up onto the roof?
Yep.
Roll out your cots and your beds and stuff?
Who takes first watch?
I'll take first.
Omal
I'm
collapses.
taking a nap
into
on the roof.